They'll be scrambling to try to get over here real quick.
Everybody got them. Did they get the link?
It's in the link to the old video we were in.
Okay.
So you might want to set that up in the other one if you're part of the water cooler. I want to toss that one in there too.
I got it connected to the chat and the email. I checked in the email thing. I sent it to the chat. There we go.
Shit, man! I think maybe just a connection. I was being DDoSed as well at the time, so it might have took a little bit of a long time to come in.
No, they put it in like the email chat box. They didn't actually put it in the like vocal chat box or whatever. Yeah.
Stay free. Say he joining.
What?
Stay free. Say he's coming over.
Oh, I don't know.
No, he's coming over. He was hyped up. He's coming over.
He just freaked out. Get on there. I think we all just disconnected and left him in the room on his own.
It popped up. He's like, "Scramble! Let's go get it!"
Yeah.
Yay!
There we go. So fucking weird to be
successfully reassembled, gentlemen.
I'll form the head.
Y'all let's continue discussion from the last video we did before we finally cut off.
Have you got a link for the actual YouTube video where it is?
Yeah, you didn't post that, man. Come on.
Let me look.
You gotta actually, people gotta know where it's at.
Hell,
His head's fucked up. What the fuck? Where do I click it, bastard? Fuck, me head's on fire. Shit, all these fucking commands.
The hangout. I got the link to the hangout though. Let me see. Post the link to the video. It's live now.
Yeah, we're live, but everybody wants to the actual YouTube video so we can see the comments.
I got it.
Oh, you got it. You got it. Okay, I'm watching it. I'm looking at the live chat now. So the thing popping up.
All right.
Yeah.
I can't see in the live chat. I'm in the live chat, but there you go. Cheers. Fucking hell, you're good, you dude.
Yeah.
On top of it,
the team conversation we was having last time. What was we talking about last time? About I forgot what it was. I forgot what it was.
Weed.
Oh yeah, let's get into that again.
About just no goddamn weed. The hell.
No, you were talking about the oh shit. The dude was oh my girl this, my girl that, and you're like, yeah, well you ain't gonna think like all that later on. You just wait. You were trying to kind of feed him red pills and stuff, and he seemed to get it, but it was somebody was saying that seemed to get it, but you wasn't quite sure if it was sinking in. And so it was suggesting
frustrating trying to freaking give anybody the red pill because you're basically trying to cut off their fucking leg.
Everything that their whole reality has been built upon, the whole legs, the table that the reality has been built upon. Now you're trying to cut legs off one after the other.
Here, bite the rope. Don't scream.
Grief.
How would you
somebody's already thumbs down this video.
What the fuck?
You already got a hater? Hey, you must be doing something right, man.
Yep.
Make
me a moderator so I can post this link for RP.
Okay, I'll make you moderator. I need
to post this link for RP because he really needs to check this guy's channel out and see exactly what he's talking about.
I got you. I can continue conversation.
No, still not a mod.
Just post some random stuff, SFM, and then he can click over on the 3 dots on the side of your post, and you can make him a moderator that way.
I'm already in there. Oh no, I didn't actually post anything. Oh.
Yeah. So I can.
Hold on. There we go. Blah, 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 blah.
There you go. I got you. I got you. You're a moderator now.
You are now a god.
So you can boot dumbass trolls that want to come try it. Whoa, because I have been getting a lot of trolls lately.
With your power, you can boot trolls. Are you saying you can boot trolls? No. When you're ready, you won't have to.
What film is that from?
The Matrix. With the dodging bullets thing. You mean to tell me I can dodge bullets? No. I'm telling you, when the time is right, you won't have to.
Oh, speaking of trolls, no filter. Have you seen the film Green Lantern: First Light?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay, yeah, you know the scene I'm talking about. There's a scene. Okay, there's a scene in the film where the villain, forget the villain's name, right? Oh god damn it, forget his name. Anyway, right, he becomes the Yellow Lantern, right? And he's taking over the he's taking over the Green Lantern Corps, and he's talking to the elders, and he takes his power and shuts them up, and he says, shh, shh. He says, shut the hell up, you stupid little troll. That's the perfect.
So go back under the bridge.
It's a perfect internet weapon.
It is, yeah.
If you call anyone a troll, it kind of sort of shuts them up, doesn't it?
Or a hater. That's another generic one. Well, you're just a hater. That's the only thing you can go. No, I'm not.
I like it when people call me a troll. I say to them, "Fuck me, I've been working at this for ages. Cheers." I don't need. When they call me a bigot, a racist, it's like, well, I'm not a racist. I'm not a homophobe. But if you want to call me that, cool. I don't mind.
I'm pissed off. You know, this is fucking bullshit. Okay, so I'll put it like this. It just goes to a simple understanding. What the fuck if I did go ahead and say anything about anything that was advocating for anything that makes no sense?
What happened?
Say it.
And here's the thing. Pretty simple reaction from anybody who's actually listening to me. I didn't. Only had one slip up, got corrected, took the criticism, boom, learned from it, moved on. So when it comes down to these casts, I'm not responsible for what a lot of them motherfuckers say. Yeah, I will immediately correct you, criticize you. I hope you all do that to each other and me. And I don't want any dumbass reactions out of it because that makes no sense. That means we're not having a constructive discussion or just enjoying each other's company and talking about things that really ail us in life or just our perspectives in life.
Yep.
We all know how it goes. Let's be honest. None of us here are a fool. Nothing about our existence as males within this species is sitting there seen as some glistening fucking sun ray. Like fucking honeydew, and we're just waking up on a bed of leaves like, yeah, another existence. Like, no, that's not how it works. We know what it really is. So the moment where someone wants to just sit there and relax and have a good time, that shouldn't be an issue. Now, I'm not talking about no hedonistic bullshit where motherfuckers start just unleashing some weird sick shit. No, I have morals or integrity. I don't fuck around with that. But that shouldn't mean that we can't ourselves literally just have a day where we have a decent time just talking to each other.
Yep, makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if anyone's gonna go on some crazy shit, don't do it. It ain't my channel, but I will block your ass. I'll find a way.
Block a man, shoot.
You are
like
a god.
If I start trolling, if I come across as if I'm being a troll, just say so and I'll shut up and I'll rearrange my words.
Yeah, because within men, humor is actually a masculine quality.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
exactly.
trolling. I mean, for as far as I mean, what I understood it to be is like someone disagrees with what you've got to say, and it's like, well, because they disagree, you've got to be a troll. It's like, well, no, that's I know there are people out there that play devil's advocate, and they'll say something, and then they'll contradict it later on. And it's like flipping. That's not what I do. You know, if I make a mistake. And I can be corrected. Fucking hell, I've got the humility to say, yeah, all right, I was wrong. I can cope with that.
Well, yeah. Well, trolling isn't disagreeing. I mean, trolling actually is trying to get a rise out of people. If you have to say something contradictory, even though you know it's not true, just to get that reaction, that's trolling. But just simple, genuine, no, I disagree, and here's why. That's not trolling, but of course people conflate that one with the other and just dismiss you altogether.
Yeah.
I mean, trolling deep down, trolling is just a display of male dominance a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, you know, like getting a rise, like pissing people off in general. I mean, you know, like say you're playing, I'll just use video games. It's an easy example. I mean, when you get people who try to throw games, troll their team, etc. Unconsciously, they've probably decided.
We're talking about male competition, not trolling.
Well, these people are below me, so I'm going to display my male dominance over them. I mean, obviously, they don't think all this. I'm going to display my male dominance by fucking them over because I'm such an integral part of the team.
Well, this
could be the same thing.
This video that I saw years ago on Black Ops 2, this guy was trolling this other kid about how to get the diamond skin on his guns, and he was having him jump up and down, do all kinds of stuff, jump off the boat, this and that. And he even no, it's connected to your microphone, so when you jump, you got to spin and turn and yell, "Weedle, weedle, weedle, weedle." And he had this kid like on the hook for an hour. It was the funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
That's trolling. That's just. And the kid was like believing him every step of the way. Yeah, I want to get that diamond camo. Yeah, anything.
Dude, trust me, if you want to hear some real funny shit, go like YouTube, either Minecraft trolling or like Gmod. Like there's a really funny Gmod video where like this kid's just screaming because this guy he keeps like walling him into like enclosed areas where he can't get out of it and shit. And the kid's just fucking screaming his ass off like. it's fucking Colton.
There's a dude I used to listen to, and he was like flipping. Some guy's giving him loads of shit, so he gets his name and address, and he's fucking telling people, and he's like, "How the fuck do you get my name and address? How do you know this?" He's like, "Well, do you think you can come on here and just start giving people shit for no reason without any consequences?" And he's just fucking with them. You know what I mean? He's like. Well, you can get my information. Yeah, I've just been on the PSN network and downloaded it. It's like, well, fucking, the guy never came on. I think it was Call of Duty. Never came back on Call of Duty, and it was just for fun. Do you know what I mean? It's like, gee, man, people can take things really, really seriously, can't they?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there was the one where they had this kid's mom on. They were claiming to be the company or whatever the company that made the game. And they had this kid's mom on, like, oh, yeah, he's cussing and he's saying this and that. And she's, are you cussing? Are you saying stuff on the internet? What are you saying? You're in trouble now. And I mean, it was just classic.
Yeah. Dominating global people is very, very fun.
Yeah.
It's a very rewarding thing to do.
Poning the noobs.
Yeah, it's built into us, man. I mean, you really can. I mean, some things are, you know, some things are kind of hard to explain, like why we do biologically, why we would have evolved a certain way or whatever. But there's almost always, you know, some really simple reason for every like action behavior we have, and it's really fun to discover them.
Hey,
use them too.
Did you guys see? And I just found this out earlier today or late last night. Over the April 1st, like as an April Fool's joke kind of thing. You remember Reddit with the button? Did you see they did Our Place? And it was basically a 1,000 by 1,000 grid of pixels. and every 20 minutes, something like that, you as a user could place one pixel in any place in any color, and people were like getting together and like in teams and okay, we're gonna make this and we're gonna make this picture and we're gonna do this, and there's all of a sudden people like around trying to fuck this shit up. There was a group that called the Void that was trying to just black everything out. I mean, it was just, look this up. I mean, this was like a 72-hour event, and I mean, it's just talking about the collaboration of like teamwork, and all of a sudden, you know, like the trolling too on the other end of it. I mean, these guys were really, this was something big, and I missed it. But yeah, it was just weird. I mean, it shows you on one hand how people want to screw stuff up, and how on the other, people coming together for a common goal.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting, man. I honestly don't. I like Reddit mostly only for like guides and shit. I don't actually like going there for memes or anything, since they usually just steal them from other websites. But that sounds pretty cool.
I really only look at them now for the MGTOW forum anymore. A couple of different things too, but
is it good there?
It's not bad. It's still not, you know, our discussions. They're still kind of, you know,
kind
on
of
the
purple
fence.
pill, aren't they?
Fuck the women.
It's still a little purple pill. Don't go to the red pill subreddit though. They're a bunch of PUA wannabes.
Oh yeah, I've heard
that red pill shit. No, but the MGTOW subreddit isn't bad, but they got a lot of work they need to do too. Yeah, they're still, some of them are still in that hopeful stage.
Hey, were you on MGTOW.co by any chance?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I started out at the MGTOW forums. If you remember, I think Nacho Vidal was the one that ran that one. I was lurking on that one for a while. I never was, and then I think I got on one of them, but I signed in under a different name, and
I was only asking. I was only asking because I remember when MGTOW.co went down a couple months ago, there was like before it went down, there was talks about everybody getting together on the like Reddit MGTOW forum or whatever, so they could like keep in contact and, you know, keep some of the discussions going, all that shit. And I did see some of the people from MGTOW.co after it went down on the Reddit forums, but I don't know. I just never really got myself to use it very often.
Oh
so
no. Well, I
running though, isn't it?
I don't post a lot of stuff on Reddit anyway, and my Reddit account is a different name than this one. So yeah, I wouldn't even
I was just curious if you knew about any of that. So
I didn't even know. Well, now that's different from the MGTOW.com, right? Because MGTOW.com
MGTOW.co was it was started by a guy who went by Alexander, not Alexander MGTOW, but just Alexander.
Okay.
And he was first introduced by CS MGTOW, and he had his own MGTOW site that he somewhat popularized through like CS and a couple other people. And then there was a bunch of drama over the Trump election bullshit, and Alexander just went nuts. He wouldn't stop posting about how much he hated Trump and shit, and everybody was like, yeah, what the fuck's up with you?
It was somewhat like that with that MGTOW forums quite a while ago, but I don't know what it was. There was some doxing going on, and God, this was 3 years ago. A little over 3 years ago, with some doxing going on, this and that, and the guy who ran it just pretty much said fuck it. He nuked the whole site, and then he turned around and brought it back up about 2 months later, bitching about, I don't care, this is going to be heavily moderated and this and that. And by that time, 2 or 3 other members had split off and made their own forums. GoingYourOwnWay.com was one of them. I think the user Jägermeister or something started that one. There's a couple others, but they split off, and I never really even bothered going back to the forums, to be honest.
Yeah. But you know one thing about, the one thing I learned about like Reddit, like I was I know there was a tennis player, I think she's married to the guy one of the co-founders of Reddit. Reddit is so fucking pro-liberal, dog.
Yes it is.
So fucking liberal, dog. I tried to because I was it was something because I was creating a character and it was like an image editing on Reddit and I had to fucking sign up for it. I didn't want to sign up for it. And I was reading some of that shit. I'm like, God damn, this shit. But a lot of people don't know about Reddit though, because you know my rule like on this channel I don't discuss race and whatever but y'all guys can talk about it. I don't even care about it like that. But like still like it was something I was reading. It was something that pro liberal. I'm like, God damn, this shit is liberal as hell, dude. It had some racist shit on there too, but it was like,
oh, if you pull up just the basic front page default everything, yeah, it's totally bad. I mean, it's liberal like you wouldn't believe. If you start picking out some of the different other separate subreddits, it's a little bit better.
yeah.
But then they complain about how Reddit is so totally misogynistic and so totally toxic. It's like, come on, you control the narrative, and you're bitching about a handful of subreddits that have a different opinion than you do. Come on, I mean,
Yeah.
it's I don't even participate really. I mean, even in the MGTOW forums, the MGTOW subreddit, I just read the articles. I really don't even post. I've probably got a total of 3-4 posts on the whole damn site, and one of them was asking about a Retro Pi, Raspberry Pi gaming setup, and I think the other was
Raspberry Pi.
oh yeah, oh that yeah.
Jesus.
Get one of those if you like
Raspberry Pi,
tinkering. If you like tinkering, get one of those. Raspberry Pi,
Brilliant. Really,
computer on a
look this
board,
up.
$35 plus peripherals. Shit, I got a whole retro gaming setup on this thing for fucking nothing.
Oh,
But,
man.
I got another
live
post
stream
on there
is
about maybe some cooking tips, and that's it. I lurk on Reddit. That's all I do.
Oh, dude, speaking of cooking, I don't know. I just have to get this out there, but I was on Reddit the other, like literally never get on this site. I never get on it other than looking shit up like what's the best place to do this or that or whatever. And so I looked up like what are the best cooking websites on Reddit, and I just love like top response
Cooking with Pepe.
MarthaStewart.com.
Oh, Martha
And then,
Stewart.
The guy went on. He's like, no, I like not even joking, guys. And he went on for all these like reasons why it was good. And I went there, and sure enough, it was exactly what he said. You know, like recipes are all simple, they're tasty. Yeah, I was like, fuck yeah, like Reddit.
Has anyone got an apple pie?
Huh?
Anyone done an apple pie or?
No, have you got an apple pie instead of a raspberry pie? I bought both of them.
I know they make different flavors of it though. The different there's also a
The apple pie doesn't have any wireless on it, but the raspberry pie does.
yeah, the new Raspberry Pi, the version 3 does as Bluetooth and Wi-Fi.
It's fucking awesome for streaming through Steam.
Can you use it as a capture card?
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
Can you use
it works fucking ace with Shadow Play.
Can you use the Pi as a capture card? You should be able to, I believe.
Yeah, there's a dude on YouTube. I'm just trying to think of his name. He does a step-by-step on how to set up the Raspberry Pi wirelessly through your Steam, and then through Shadow Play. And then when he plays his games,
I want to look that up.
I'll see. I'll have a look. I'll see if I can find it.
But yeah, I knew there was a different. I didn't know it was apple pie. I thought it was something else, like strawberry pie or something.
An apple pie 2, I think, and there's a Raspberry Pi 1, 2, and 3 in there.
Yeah. Of course, then you got Arduino and BeagleBone and all of that, which I'm not really very familiar with too many of those, but
I'm too much of a noob to really know what the fuck you would do with those.
See, what I've got, and if you look up the image for a Raspberry Pi, I know that for sure on this one because I got it. It's Recall Box, which marries the retro Pi system with the Kodi media player, and if you download a bunch of the plugins through Kodi, you can actually get any movie you want. I mean, people pirate and shit. I've already watched the Power Rangers, and I haven't even been in the theater.
Damn.
Yeah. It's, I mean, it's the Exodus plugin, but it's not built in. You have to actually find it and go in and put the URL in and everything yourself. But you can it has the option to download movies. So anything that you find there, if you hook an external drive or even, whatever USB stick, you can download whatever you find right off of certain plugins. There's live TV. It'll even act as a media player for your already owned stuff. I mean, it's great. You can go one side of it, you can play games on it. And if you get tired, you can boot up the media player and watch TV, all on the same little unit.
Graphics potential of the things are absolutely ace. I mean, how small they are. I mean, this one that I've got, it's about the same size of a calculator.
For what it can do, yes, size of a pack of smokes.
Yeah, it's the fucking amazing. It's like this little. It's like a mini quantum computer. And then
I mean, with the case, with the case on it, you want to get a case.
Oh yeah, a little hobby box that you stick it in.
But yeah, a pack of smokes and shit.
Here's the question I have. What is exactly on the Raspberry Pi?
No, it's basically a BGM board, just built-in CPU.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of them got quad cores on them, aren't they?
But like I said, so
it's actually used. It's used normally for computer science classes.
Yeah, as a huge noob like myself, like what would you recommend if I was interested in like starting to use? Like, is there anything that I could really use it for? That
do you?
Well, actually, yeah. Tell you the truth.
Everything.
Let's say you have let's say you actually normally have a blower, and you don't want your actual rig in your living room, right?
Okay.
So you can grab that Raspberry Pi. You literally can turn it into, well, it actually is a computer. I'm not even bullshitting. It dead serious is. In fact, the newer ones have something similar to a Celeron in them.
So yeah. About a gig or so of RAM. About a gig or so of RAM. Like what?
Yeah, so you can just play movies and everything. You can basically have it as a media box.
Yeah, that's what I got. It's a media box and a retro gaming setup. I got Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega.
Yeah, play all the retro games on it.
All that shit.
Play all the Android.
They'll even play PlayStation and N64. Some of the newer ones, the 3 will.
You can dual boot on some of them. You get a decent size SSD. You can dual boot. I mean, the one that I'm using at the moment, like it does HD, 1080p, and 4K.
Yeah,
screen resolution. I mean, for the thing, the size of how big it is, it's like, gee, man, all that.
Is that small? So you don't have to like for dudes with kids, you don't have to worry about any of your kids like breaking it or stepping on or anything like that. Because literally, you can just plug it in and set it right behind. And then you go ahead, wireless keyboard, wireless mouse, all that type of shit. Or they even got these new things where it's like it looks like a controller, keyboard and mouse all in one. It's all wireless.
Yeah,
you can just use that. It looks like a fucking game controller.
Have you seen the infrared holographic mouse that you can buy from? Oh, they're sick as fuck. It looks like a little transformer head on it. And it puts a grid out with 2 little buttons. You just put your hand inside the hologram. Wherever you move your hand, it moves the mouse.
Oh damn!
Fucking sick as fuck.
I've seen them keyboards where they project everything on the table and you type on the table like it's nothing.
Yeah, well, this is a mouse.
It's a mouse, huh?
Yeah, I'll find it. Wow. Holographic mouse. Fucking brilliant pieces of kit.
See, I just like it. I mean, I got a lot of the retro games on my computer, which is great. I have a little junction box in my TV. Will take VGA. I'm not upgraded to the whole HDMI in my computer yet, but I got a junction box up under my monitor, and if I flick the switch over, I can turn on my TV and I can play anything on the TV. But it's not bad when you have to go and you got to pick your emulator and you got to pick the game and all this and that when you do it on the computer, which is great. But it's also just great to turn on that Raspberry Pi and you have your menu and you have all your games and you have all your setup and you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about switching back and forth to different things. You can set up your shortcuts for save states and everything. It runs smooth. I mean, you just have no idea. There's no lag. There's nothing.
Well, that sounds pretty cool.
I posted a link for the holographic mouse.
Is it expensive?
In the group chat.
Do what?
Is the mouse expensive? The holographic mouse, is it expensive?
Hell yeah, it is.
It probably is. It probably is.
I don't think so. I think the dude that I was watching said you can pick them up for about 45 quid. That'd be about $80 for you.
Damn exchange rates.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's always something too. Do you have any idea where the origin of the term quid came from? I know we have like bucks and frog. I've heard like, you know.
Oh my God!
Frog
Shut up!
skin.
No, shut up! Shut up! No, shut up! No, no. We're not doing that today.
Come on, man.
It's supposed to be a fun day, and we're having fun.
Hey, I've always been interested, you know, like, so quid and pounds. Quid, pounds, and euros are all worth more than dollars, obviously. But I mean, do things cost more? Do some goods cost more in quid or pounds than they would in dollars?
I think quid's a slang term, though, isn't? Is it not?
Quid means pound. That's what it means.
It's a slang, like in America we say bucks or
that's all it is. Buck is $1, as quid is a pound.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. Like, do you guys actually pay less in general for goods?
No, like fuck.
Or,
our tax bracket's at 35% at the moment.
Ooh.
Yeah, a pack of cigs over here is
£9.50. I'm going to ask you, like, AI, are you one of the most boring?
Yeah.
I can buy a carton for that much.
Man in the world, like literally right now, like, is that what you're doing?
Came across to the States a few years ago, and some guy was asking us how much a pack of cigs were, and it was like, at the time, it was about £7. And he went, "Fuck, you all must be millionaires." Like, fucking £7 now, like this fuck all £7. He said, "Fucking £7. It's only $1.25 for a pack of cigs over here."
Hey, what's considered like a medium?
Hello, can anybody hear me? Is my mic not?
Go on.
I can hear you. Everybody's talking over.
All right, there we go. My mic.
You got the floor staying free. Go on.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, oh shit, you know, maybe nobody can hear me. Did I push the mic button? No,
giving you the cold shoulder.
Yeah. So AI, what have you been up to?
Honestly, like, what do you mean? What do you think I've been up to? I don't know. Is this a loaded question or?
No, I actually don't do loaded questions. I'm literally asking you, what have you been up to?
In general, not a lot. I work the regular Monday through Friday, and then on the weekends, I just relax and keep putting off things I've been meaning to get after, honestly.
So what do you do on the weekends?
Kick back, usually watch some television, except mostly like, I don't know, like Game of Thrones or something. Might read some articles, hang out with you guys, play some games, grab some food. I don't know. Nothing too special.
Misguided? Oh, Misguided doesn't work, actually. I was saying, what about you?
What do I do on the weekends?
Yeah.
Beat my meat, beat my feet.
Shut the hell up, smart ass.
I just work. My weekends are Mondays and Thursdays. So I go people watching. I go people watching at my favorite bar. And what else do? I don't have my motorcycle here, but I will in 6 months. If I had my motorcycle, I'd be riding a lot more. But I pretty much just work. It's trying to save up money and kill the debt that I had from my divorce.
Yeah, that's a really good motivator. Honestly, guys, I've been lacking a lot of motivation recently to.
Don't think that you'll get motivation by getting enslaved. That's not a thing.
Hey, this is false equivalency, dude. It's not what we're talking about. But you know, I mean, I've been meaning to better myself financially, which I somewhat am, and just overall intellectually, and also there's a lot of
just don't jump into that dickhead crowd that are all about like super like white nationalists or whatever the fuck they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. They at this point they're lost on their own understanding.
Once again, I don't know what one thing has to do with another. This sounds like
Look, the moment you bring
Sounds-
race into it and religion, yeah, that's when you're fucking
What
up.
are we talking about? Race or religion? I mean, are you hallucinating, bro? Or
No. I'm just saying, like, dude, I see
Is
guys
there
go down that route.
You're
I
having
see them
another
go down that route all the
conversation from
time.
somewhere else, bro.
Like literally, they go down that route, and literally their objective viewing points and understandings to what it really is gets lost because they bring those two things in, and you see the disconnect within a lot of their talking points. It happens all the fucking
what does this
time.
have to do with what I was just talking about? I still don't
I don't
see
know.
the
I don't know. Maybe
connection.
I'm just going on a tangent. It's like I am.
Yeah, you are. Anyways,
Shut up and say what you're saying.
I don't know. I don't know where I was really going with that. I mean, if
You're just basically saying
I'm being
that,
honest.
you know.
I'm being honest with you guys. You know, I'm not at the place where I want to be in life, but you know, you just got to really dig down, and it's hard to find motivation outside of being forced to do things. For some people, at least that's how it is for me. And you know, I do strongly believe in, you know, accomplishing through hard work and whatnot, because that's the only time that I've really ever felt very satisfied with anything in life. I mean, you know, when we were talking about depression earlier, that's one thing that like I see with myself. You know, if I stop going to the gym regularly, like I start getting real depressed. It actually is a form of therapy for me. I need to go to the gym just to feel good about myself.
You know, I know, you know, yeah, if you don't know about this channel right here, this channel right, this is my main channel, of course. I do my videos on a lot, but like, I talk about depression a lot on this channel because we did. I think me and made it a 6-hour discussion about it, and some others. About depression and about, you know, depression and stuff like that, and depression amongst men. And I can hear it in your voice, and trust me, dude, I've been there before. I sincerely been there before, where it's like you feel like shit ain't going, things are not going in your life. And that's how I became depressed, because I feel like things are not going in my life as planned. And I was like, well, if I ain't doing this, I don't feel accomplished. You don't feel complete. And what I would say to you, man, if you say you go to gym, that's good and everything. But I say to me, and I'm pretty sure Stay for Mental, I'll tell you the same thing. Find a second hobby. I know it's hard to find one because there's so much stuff going on, and this whole all the male spaces is being taken over. But to me, what I find space in, to me, this why I always on this channel, I tell people all the time, learn to be alone. Because you will find a lot of things to do. Even though being alone, sometimes people say you shouldn't encourage it, but I encourage it because it helps me discover themselves a lot more. Besides going to the gym, I'll ask you one legit question. I'll ask you one question. Like, besides going to the gym, what else hobbies do you have? Like, when you're not working?
Meditation. That helps immensely. It's helped me immensely as meditation.
Everybody doesn't meditate in the same way.
Well, my gym session I see as meditation. Quite honestly, you know, when I go to the gym, it's just thinking in my own mind and, you know, enduring some pain for a limited amount of time, and then I go away and I feel better. But when I don't work out, I am serious when I say, if I don't work out for like long periods of time and whatnot, yeah, I feel very low self-value. I mean, it's just like it's something that I've accepted about myself, you know.
How often do you get out into nature?
More often than you might think, from what I've told you so far. I mean, like,
how often do you go camping? Do you like get out into the
same two motherfuckers who keep following me everywhere? Like, everywhere I go, like even when I do my own shit, there's always 2 dislikes. Who are these same 2 bastards?
Now there's 3. Now there's 3. You had to say something.
Just some trolls like, oop, like, got him.
Like, who are these?
Damn, what the hell?
I go, no matter what channel I'm on, it's got to be either 2 or literally it just went up to 3.
Motherfucker.
Like, normally it's just like 2 dislikes. They're like, fuck this guy. I don't care where he's at. I'm just sick of him. Period. I'm tired of him being around. Everywhere I go, I gotta hear his fucking voice. I'm sick of this shit. I was just like, who the fuck are these guys? Who are they? Why is it that it's like literally just 2? Like, normally I want to say it's always just straight up. It's just 2. That's it.
Maybe there's some bots out there. They like detect the word MGTOW in the title, and they're like insta dislike. I don't know.
I don't
It's
even
weird
care.
because I put
To be honest
videos
with you, though,
online.
like to address it though, like I don't even care about the 3 dislikes. Go ahead, man. Dislike all the fuck you want to. I ain't trying to make no money off this shit. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I don't
Likes
give
and
a
there's
shit
a
about it. I
fucking-
just find it hilarious.
Yeah.
Being
I'm just sitting there like, dude, if you really dislike every time I show around anywhere, and what I'm saying, how about you tell me why?
Oh, they won't.
No,
They
won't
won't.
do
They
that.
ain't gonna show up.
it's easier for them.
That's too much like work.
Exactly.
Make it a proposition and
Well, at least you've got
Just
one
like
good
the-
thing going for you, dude. These dudes, whoever they are following you around, they must think that you're popular in order to follow you about. So you've got 2 fans.
You're doing something right.
Yeah, you got 2 fans that dislike you that much that they've got to follow you about.
I got a hard on for you, man.
Yeah, it's fucking great, man. It's like when people gang stalk. Someone said to me, I fucking hate gang stalk. And it's like, what? I fucking love the idea. Some cunt's getting paid to follow me about. Fucking hell, I must be mega important. It's a totally different way of thinking about it. He went, I never thought about it like that. I said, well, if someone's getting paid, it's like fucking being a bodyguard for the Queen. Do you know what I mean? You're a king. Some fucker's following you about and fucking watching you. It's like, fucking hell, they must have a really boring life. Do you know what I mean? Because I've got a boring life, so they're fucking following me about. Well, I feel sorry for them. They're getting paid for it. Fucking brilliant. I must be mega important. So enjoy it.
Jesus. Yeah.
I don't know. What were we talking about again?
Go ahead.
Well, he was asking me if I go out into nature. I mean, yeah, dude, I go out on hikes occasionally, and I've recently took up mountain biking, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know.
What's
dude.
the longest
I mean,
period of time you've stayed out in the wilderness?
not very long.
You say mountain biking was cool.
Mountain biking
After about
awesome.
a week.
Fuck yeah.
After about a week, everything starts to disappear. I mean, after I get out into nature for a week, I don't want to come back. That's how it gets, because it's so peaceful.
Oh, actually,
I mean, there's something
wants
about
us
trees.
redirected towards depression.
I think
that's
another.
what I'm talking about. I mean, getting out into nature helps with depression because it's just like fucking everything is just so nice. You know what I mean? You can scream, rant, and rage, and nature just fucking ignores you. It's great. Do you know what I mean? You can scream and shout at the moon, back at the moon, like Ozzy Osbourne said, back at the moon, scream and fucking shout. And there's nobody there to say, you can't say that, you can't do that, shut the fuck up, showing your emotions. It's like having a firewall to fucking blast, with all your guns and bullets, and it's just bouncing off. And it's like, yeah, that's really satisfying. So when you come back, it's like the Horlicks moment. Have you ever seen that advert? Shh, fucking let off some steam. After about a week and a half, mate, you'll feel as right as rain, but you won't want to come back. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
My thing is just for me, the whole understanding of what it really is, and especially lifting weights. I love that shit, physical activity, and I love nature too. But I'm no fucking fool. I know it can kill me instantly. Like it could be an issue where I just get the fuck, like something just comes up and just tears me a fucking new one. That's why I don't go on with that hippie shit. We're talking about, no, violence is not the answer. I'm like, no, it's the only fucking answer. What the fuck you talking about?
Solved World War II.
Exactly. Violence is the only answer. Kiss my ass. I want to live. You want to you want to die and viciously get torn apart? Well, that's on you. I don't want to. So when I go and observe nature, I make sure I've got a projectile firearm with me.
Yeah,
one of a high caliber to make sure
Over here,
Talking
we're not allowed
about,
them.
homie.
We're kind of fucking screwed for that because we can't have projectile firearms. I think the most we can take is an air rifle or a catapult or a decent samurai sword.
Yeah,
we're kind of screwed. I mean, we don't have big bears and fucking pumas and shit like you had. So I guess if we had big bears and, I reckon guns would still be legal over here.
The only thing that I've ever ran into, like on the trails or some shit while hiking, that actually gave me a scare was rattlesnakes. But yeah, not afraid of any big mammals around here. I mean, there's supposedly mountain lions and shit. I've never seen one, so fuck it.
Well, rattlesnakes just lay in wait for their victim. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
well, but dude, I've walked into them in very inconvenient circumstances that it scared the fucking shit out of me like no other. But
well, it should have actually. It's an instinctual drive for just the hearing of a rattlesnake or just the viewing of a snake or any similar snake-like behavior in any animal will actually get a rise out of a human's fight or flight system.
Oh, dude, the rattle is so much louder than what you would expect. Like I'd only seen them in videos before I ran into one for the first time, and it was, you know, it was like in the evening. It's kind of dark out. It was really dumb of me to be out at that time, like on a summer evening, and so like a dumbass, I was strolling around, and then like all of a sudden, like I heard the loudest fucking thing in front of me, and at first, you know, I wasn't too far from my home, so I thought like, you know, there's like some sprinkler systems, and every now and then like one of the sprinkler heads will get broken off, and it'll like make like a geyser like spurting water sound. So at first I thought it was just that, and I was like, I looked around, I was like, there's no fucking sprinklers on. I'm like, oh shit. Just turned around, fucking sprinted away. Man, that got my heart pumping so quickly. But yeah, I mean, carrying firearms, I don't think I need to go that far unless I'm going to like Yosemite. But
take a guitar out with you. Bears love the sound of guitar music. They fucking love it.
Music soothes the savage beast.
Oh no, it does. Yeah, I mean, in Dartmoor we've got wolves. When I was 18, no, sorry, 17, I did a Duke of Edinburgh Award survival. Wolves are fucking amazing creatures. They're really intelligent. It's like flipping. You take some music out, you play your guitar, and they'll just sit there listening to you. They'll fucking love it. I mean, the bears are the sort of creatures that'll climb up a tree just to listen to a bird tweet. Huh. Just to get close enough to it because they like the sound of the tweet.
You ever see them videos?
Yeah, that actually is a thing.
Oh hell, really?
Honestly, learn to play the guitar. Check it out.
You ever see them videos? Them dude to be out there either play the accordion or playing the trombone for a bunch of cows, and they come running out from the fields and they stop at the fence and what's going on here?
Yeah,
I've heard. I've heard that music will any animal really will kind of just like be mesmerized almost.
Well, it does work. I mean, there's every so often I go into a place called Pearson Park.
Until it doesn't, basically.
Until it doesn't. Until the bear is eating your face.
Like, yeah, you know what? I don't like that tune. You're fucking dead.
That's interesting. That must mean that we have. That must mean that there's a genetic trait that we share with our mammal mammalian cousins and whatnot. That,
why do wolves go on the top of mountains to howl? Why do wolves climb all the way up to the highest point to howl?
To project it.
Well, it's not just that. They want all the other wolves to hear them sing.
Yeah.
And that's what wolves sing. They'll do it. I mean, when a dog's like, oh, what's it doing? Do you know what I mean? Oh, it's like flipping. It's not just.
Oh, dude, you're fucking hippie.
For another dog.
That music bonds everything. Shit.
That's what they're doing. They love
music. I kind of think it is. Yeah. I think that's what it's
starting to sound like it. Starting to sound like he's like one of those music hippies. Like
I am, yeah.
Is there anything wrong with that? I don't know.
There's a lot of things wrong with that.
An interesting perspective.
Oh, shut the hell up, AI.
Well, it is. I mean, well, okay.
Oh, come on, man. Get out of here. What's wrong with that?
No, there's everything wrong with that. Music doesn't sit there and save the world. Force saves the world.
Dog, I don't see you fighting in any army, and there's no wars going on right now other than the
weird. Why did you immediately go to me? So immediately, well, you went past exactly what I said and went straight to me. That's weird. Why'd you do that, buddy?
You're talking about fighting. What fighting are you doing? I mean,
oh yeah. See, again, you're skipping the point that I made and going straight to me again.
Okay, then.
So you're not arguing the point. You're actually arguing me. Why is that a thing, buddy?
Because you explicitly said that there's fighting implied rather that there was fighting to be done, and I'm asking, what fighting are you doing?
Wrong. That's not exactly what I said. So you can shut the fuck up because I said that force is the thing that
clarified.
Force is what runs the world, and that's a real thing. Now, weirdly enough, I don't know why that triggered you so much that you would immediately just start going right after me, buddy.
Buddy,
I think exchange of labor is what runs the world, my friend. I don't know if that would be considered force.
Exchange of labor plus, say it, plus
slavery.
I'm waiting.
Oh well,
Are you looking for the F word?
I thought it was always sex that ran the world.
So wait. My thing is, how do you put people into slavery?
Force.
Capitalism.
Oh, shut up, guys! Shut the hell up. You know exactly what I was looking for, and you know exactly why.
War runs the world. If it wasn't for war, we wouldn't have a world.
It's called the force in nature, period. The stronger one always will dominate those of others. Take care of those that he feels needed to be, and also basically destroy those that are seen not needed. Hashtag force. Hashtag power. Hashtag that's life. Hashtag nature. So next time you try to pull that bullshit again, AI, I'm really gonna get you. I didn't like how you just did that there. That was really annoying.
Why? What did he do?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the
What kind of
actual tangible.
I'm sorry. What are you still waiting for?
What are you arguing from? Are you arguing the ether?
No, because basically I said a statement and you tried to act and basically divert towards something that really wasn't on par with that statement and say that I was basically just wrong or some shit.
I'm asking what you're implying through
music being a universal language.
And you know exactly what I'm implying. I made a statement about the whole music brings everything together and bashing on hippies, and all of a sudden you had a huge issue with that. That was weird.
I think this is a false dichotomy. I don't see what one thing has to do with the other. You know, like you're saying that you're saying that force is what keeps nature running. Okay, yeah, sure. People have to resources. Animals have to kill each other. What is the point of that, along with him playing music to animals? I'm confused.
Yeah, so that's what he was on about. He was talking about music and how animals, it calms the soul and whatnot, and then all of a sudden it went over to violence is the force of the world. Like, this is kind of where we're a bit fucking confused.
Yeah, nice try. Number one, we were talking about you talking about that animals with music, and then I said a statement about well, until it doesn't work. The soothing of the savage beast through music.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, you said something about soothing the beast, and
see, maybe I can. Maybe I can
think that's a false dichotomy. It's not really what he's talking about.
Up, AI.
Maybe I can give a little. I mean, I don't know. I played instruments, but I played in the band and everything in high school, and I took home a euphonium one time. It was a marching baritone, and I remember taking it over to a cousin of my mom's house and played it out there on the front porch practicing. And this big ass boxer that they had, I was playing it, and he just kind of, when I played it, like looked at me and he did that head cock like this and like back and forth. And I got to thinking, it's like, is this dog really like listening, or is he just trying to figure out what the fuck are you doing?
No, he was listening.
He was like, what the fuck are you doing? It was just that back and forth, like, that head cock, that like this and that. And I really don't know if it understood exactly what was going on or not, or whether it just was trying to figure out what I was doing.
You play music that you can find some music that really gets on your nerves, really, really gyrates you and gets you fucking. It's like, rah, that's doing me fucking head in, and then play it to an animal, to a dog. Dogs tend to go, oh, fucking turn that off. It's fucking rubbish. But
Death metal
some music that's soothing. And the dog will do that. I mean, I had a hamster that used to fucking, every time a stupid little fucking hamster, you think, it's only a little fucking mouse. Every time I got my guitar up, he used to sit with his paws on the cage looking at me. I'm like, flipping, that hamster's fucking listening to my music. Shit, it likes my music. because every time I put my guitar down, it went back to foraging around and fucking doing its odd stuff. But I pick the guitar up and it'd have its hands on the cage
But
again.
I mean, I think maybe the question is how much of it is it's actually listening, and how much of it is, oh shit, what is this? Is it going to eat me? I got to keep my eye on it. You know, that's kind of what I'm wondering. What's going on through an animal's mind when that's going on? Even the videos of the cows like coming up to the fence and everything, and looking at the guy playing the trombone or the accordion. It's kind of like what the hell is going on here? You know, maybe just activates that thing in their brain. Like, is this something we got to fight? Is this something we got to run away from? Is this something we need to screw? What's going on here?
There's a dude on YouTube that sticks he goes and sits in a field.
666.
He sits in a field on a stall, just a random flipping farmer's field, and they all come over to him every single time, and he goes around different parts of the country and does the same. And it's like, I wonder if the fucking animals are like passing messages on to each other, like psychically across the fucking field. Yeah, this guy's playing the guitar, listen to him play. I think they genuinely do. I mean, why?
I forgot my mic wasn't on. So very easy to understand, very easy to explain. Number one, when it comes down to music, tones, beats, and all that shit, it actually does a response within the brains, or even fucking literally, they've even proved that fucking molecules have a different reaction when nothing is paying attention to them, as such as when something is.
Yeah, that was the electron, or the electron with the split. When they put the two splits in, and when you look at it, it operates differently. It actually knows it's being looked at.
Yeah. So now when you go to the music aspect, that's not a surprising thing. That doesn't mean the motherfucker is literally going to stop being a fucking lion or a cow or a bull or whatever the fuck. It's still going to do what they do.
It actually doesn't know it's being looked at. It's whenever you try to measure what it's doing, it only decides one specific path instead of going on both paths like usual.
So what you said, it decides.
Schrodinger's molecule.
Paying attention to what you just said, Al.
What the hell?
There's a difference. It's not the fact that you're looking at it that matters, because you can look at it and nothing will happen. It'll occur to go through both slits. But if you try to measure,
Schrodinger's cat, pretty much.
No, it's actually the Heisenberg uncertainty principle.
Oh, Heisenberg. Okay.
Yeah.
These big terms, man.
But fuck, man, what are we talking about? I'm so confused.
I don't know. I was
music and
target and
animals.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, we did get kind of way off base, as usual.
No, I'm still mad. I don't know what I'm mad about, but I'm pissed.
It's all right. Okay. Lad for it. Sorry.
It is hard to tell. I mean, of course, we humans want to try to put meaning on everything. And so we're looking at this animal, looking at us playing a guitar, and, oh, it's not doing anything. It loves the music.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it might be just our projection of, well, that's what I would do if I was in that situation. But what is this animal really thinking?
Yeah, it's so very...
it might be more projection than anything else.
It almost certainly is, and that's a really good observation of yours. I mean, humans, we overanalyze everything. We look for patterns everywhere. It's just how our brains work, and we probably did mistakenly give the animal some agency it doesn't have. But animals do have their own conscience, so it would be kind of, interesting to understand that more.
Yeah, because I mean, they don't just even when a domestic animal is trained and it's hungry, it won't attack. Whereas a wild animal that's hungry will attack. So I mean, we think the animal, the animal's still an animal, but a domesticated animal knows not to attack. Even though
it knows to a certain extent, but once it gets to a certain point, it's going to do.
Oh yeah.
It's basically a training on whether to basically use instincts or not.
A wild animal will just automatically attack as soon as it's hungry.
Well, it's got to go off of instinct. That's how its whole survival is based on.
Yeah, but why doesn't a domestic animal do that? When it's
it depends what domestic animal we're talking about. But like dogs, for example, they've been selectively bred from wolves, to pick out for certain traits, and one of those traits is, liking humans. So that's one reason why they don't
probably
attack humans common.
Liking him, you mean dependence on humans?
Dependence.
There's a big difference.
Yeah. Well, I was getting ready to say the threat of, I guess, retaliation from humans being that they see them as the alpha or the dominant. I think it's more of a retaliation thing. They're scared of.
Yeah, that like shit. I don't know why people even use words and when they're describing certain things like that.
I mean, we had a cat that it was always funny. You could always mess with her. You'd open the door, and you have your big storm door, and then you have your screen door. And if you stood in front of this door and looked outside, and you moved your head around like you were looking at the most interesting thing in the world, but you made sure to block her view, she'd get pissed after a while and jump up on your shoulder straight from the ground and then start looking out like, what is it you're looking at? What is it you're looking at? And it's kind of a learned behavior. Like, she thinks that I'm looking at something just completely interesting out there in the yard, and I'm messing with her. I'm not looking at anything. I'm just wanting her to do it. But she will jump up from the floor right up onto my shoulder and look over my shoulder. What are you looking at? What is it? What is it? It's kind of a learned behavior, though.
Well, that's what humans do, isn't it? I mean, if you don't teach a human to talk or walk, they don't learn how to talk or walk, do they? I mean, it's everything we have is a learned behavior, isn't it?
No, they would learn how to walk on their own, wouldn't they? I mean, that's like a natural instinct.
Well, walking, but talking. There's a certain communication. I mean, what about those kids that were apparently raised by animals or wolves? All they do is talk in grunts and moans and.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's still it's still like, well, not a language, but it's
a
still
form of
like,
communication.
Yeah, it's audio, vocal communication rather.
I guess if we didn't hear each other talk, we'd just be going og, ega, or that's all we'd sound like, wouldn't it? If our brains didn't compute the words into words.
Yeah, and we wouldn't have as many ways to express ourselves because we wouldn't have...
Wrong. You motherfuckers actually...
Right.
Well, you could just whip your junk out, but...
Well, no, here's the thing. You talked about it earlier when you talked about deaf people and how that somebody was trying to figure out why they thought they were mentally ill, and humans will always find a way to communicate. They will always do that. There will always be a factor, no matter what. So to sit there and say that there's going to be some aspect when there'll just be some what of vulgarity and obviously what you guys are talking about, which sounds like you're going straight into sex jokes and just low-level bullshit. That's not an aspect. It's not a thing.
Dude, yeah, of course they'd communicate, but the communication is going to be a lot simpler. I mean, guess what? The human language has so many different words. There's infinite ways that you can express yourself with it compared to just grunting. I mean, you can't get as many things across.
Or gesturing, yeah. Or body language, gesturing, pointing, and...
Hey, AI guys, I actually wanted to ask you a question, though. So what do you think of TFM's new format?
I don't really watch TFM often, so I'm not
show
aware.
Format?
His show?
The show stuff that he does?
The call-in show? Is that what you're talking about?
Fuck,
He does TFM radio.
I think it's a good idea because it's sort of like this, but it's more like a laid back, a laid back type of thing. And people call in and ask questions, and just goes over different topics. I think it's a good idea. I occasionally listen to it every once in a while.
I've only listened to like a couple, but I thought they were somewhat interesting, especially because it seems like newbies like finding their way onto it, and they ask him things, and the way he explains it to them, and their reactions are, it's pretty interesting.
So my turf league monkey.
Yeah,
TFM, yeah.
I like his show. I like the show though. I only watch the video. I don't watch like the whole show when he live streaming it. But it's a dope show how he actually interact with the audience though. How he interact with the caller. I know. I was watching one of the videos. He was talking about the guy. I think it was a guy. He was Indian, I think, and he was talking about his parents talking about forcing him to get married. Not forcing him. They wanted him to get married. And he was talking about he didn't want to do. I forget what video it was though. It was it was
a moment, guys.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What'd you say, AI guys?
They ain't free MGTOW, don't you? Man, you on point today.
Oh no, see, here's the thing. I don't fuck around. I have no reason to fuck around. I've said that 1,000 times before, and I'll say it 1,000 times again. Play with me, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you exactly what that is.
Yeah.
A man who's been gaslighted and fucked over his whole life is not someone you really want to deal with like that.
Yeah.
You want to leave that alone for a reason.
Yeah.
Now, Don.
Hello.
So what exactly are a lot of things that you watch nowadays and all that?
Me, what do I watch? Tends to be gaming videos. I watch a few MGTOW, a lot of MGTOW stuff. Mainly, basically, how I'm a musician, so I'm kind of like learning at the moment how to stream.
No, I don't want to hear about that. What is your whole thoughts on MGTOW and a lot of the aspects of understandings of it?
Yeah.
Basically, do you feel like you need to put a bitch in there?
No, not a fucking chance.
So what is your understanding of the female nature and especially exactly what's going on in our society today? Like, dude, I don't got a lot of time, so I'm basically cutting this short. I'm not going to sit there and play this long game with anybody right now. So when it comes down to your understanding of what's going on in societies all over the world, gynocentrism, all that, what is it?
All right, basically that men are fucking disposable. Have always we had at one point we had value. Fucking hell, shit! You're sticking me on the spot here. Basically that.
Rattle this off immediately out of your brain if it's something you actually internalized.
Damn.
Fucking hell, shit. Basically just to stay away from them because the trouble. And that's what, as far as I'm concerned, it's they just got they've got no intrinsic value, and that the fucking entire system is based around women. I was brought up to believe that it was a man's world, and then to find out that it's all bullshit, and that being nice to girls is the opposite of what actually works. And so yeah, I kind of just not really interested in the fucking female species whatsoever.
Well, on that hand, it really doesn't matter what works either. You know, I mean, fuck them.
No, can I finish my line of questioning? So, do you want to go back to the plantation if things?
No fucking way, man. No fucking way.
Boom. I'm done. There.
No fucking goddamn way, man. In the last 11 years,
vetting done. Do you see how quickly that's how you vet? That's how you.
That's how you vet.
That's literally how you get it done that fast.
There's no fucking chance, that's a
I don't have to break a sweat. I don't even have to work that hard on that. It's really easy. A lot of y'all learn that. Understand what I did. Pay attention.
You just do.
Damn, boy.
It was very
no fucking way. God damn.
So you were talking earlier, no filter, about you know yourself, and you know what you're gonna put up with and what you're not gonna put up with, and you know your limitations and everything. And that's kind of how I am. It's like, fuck it. If I got to run through all these hoops and do all this bullshit,
no filter,
I'm going to be put through all this shit. I'm not going to do
boot AI. He needs to go, actually.
Hey, why?
Why? Really? You know why.
What?
Boot his ass. He needs to go.
The fuck, homie? What's your problem?
All right. You'll find out later then. Well, I'm out. Peace out. I already did what I actually was staying around to do, and so peace, Donka Juice.
All right, later, Yobi.
All right, then. We can finish this one out, guys.
What the fuck was that all about, guys?
That was staying free MGTOW.
It's SFM. That's SFM.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going back to what you were saying, Sanu. Like,
so you can just call me Sits.
Yeah.
It's Sits like Inu. Yeah, you can just call me Sits or Mike. I mean, it's a generic enough name. It's not going to dox me.
I say Sits. I just say Sits.
Sits. Yeah, everybody does Sits.
Yeah, Sits. But it's like going back to what you were saying before. Like I know I know me better. I know myself. I know me. I know me. I know my limitations. I know what I allow, what I put away, and what I won't put up with. And man,
that's why I broke up with my last girlfriend.
Yeah.
She started pulling these games and this shit testing stuff.
Mind games.
And I just stopped, turned around and told her, you know what? I'm gonna have to split. Well, what's the matter? What's going on? You know what? I just can't handle this. There's certain things that I can handle, and there's certain things that I can't. And I know what I can and can't put up with anymore, and I can't put up with this. I just cannot do it. I'm sorry. And I just completely just broke it off with her, and that was nearly 4 years ago. And I ain't been with another woman since.
Yeah.
I have a question, guys.
Like my head. What the fuck is wrong with that dude?
Yeah, why was he saying boot me? I'm still confused.
I mean, that's just. I think that's fucking ratched. It's just black my head. What the fuck? I mean,
Yeah,
it's like why do you have to question somebody's flipping desire to become MGTOW? It's like, why have you got to answer? You know, like, why have you got to give a reason for why you choose to do a certain thing? You do it because whatever reason, you know, you don't want to get hurt and stuff like that. I think, like, validate.
Wait, what are you talking about, man? I'm so confused. I left to go to the restroom, and I come back, and Staying Free is like, yo, you got to boot AI. And I'm like, the fuck? What are you talking about?
There's a lot of shitheads who want to adopt the MGTOW label, who want to spread a bunch of bullshit. And I don't blame him for trying to vet everybody.
Yeah.
But you got to understand, too, that him and a couple other guys that we all hang around with, they're purists. They're complete and total purists. And I can respect that. I can definitely respect that. But there's some of us guys who are kind of wrestling around and trying to still come to terms with certain things. And like, you know, and I'll be quite honest too. I mean, SFM, he's a great guy. MA, he's a great guy. We've all got our faults. But one of the things that's kind of irritating me is the whole, if you watch cartoons and you watch anime, you're automatically like a pervert, a pedophile, whatever. We don't want you here. And I'm kind of like, come on now. Come on. I mean, I'm not sitting around jacking it off to
he likes One Piece.
I'm not sitting around jacking it off to hentai and ecchi and all this shit. I mean, well, I haven't really got into One Piece. I want to. Naruto, I kind of fell off in the middle of it, but
Naruto's bullshit.
Does anybody want to give me a succinct explanation for why he was saying boot me and why
I think it's just a case of maybe a control thing. I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of piecing together the puzzle in my brain, trying to. It's like guys that just avoid women altogether, that have decided that they're not interested in women whatsoever, whatever reason that it is that they've decided. It's like, why have you got to give a reason for it?
Well, you know, is there something that I do not understand? You guys seem to be dancing around the topic.
I'm on the fence there.
Was there something that I didn't hear?
I'm on the fence too, because I mean, he's definitely got a good point. Stay Free's definitely got a good point, but at the same time, I guess he's not giving the guys a little bit of wiggle room to try to work within, because not everybody's exactly on the same page, let alone on the same paragraph, let alone on the same sentence.
Jesus. What are you guys talking about? I'm fucking confused.
I think he's still upset.
What does this have to do with me? What does this have to do with me?
Okay. I think I can break it down. I think Staying Free's issue is whenever guys try to, disagree with, Staying Free in certain points. I think you made a point about music, I think. And
the universal aspect of it goes across all species and whatever, and I think he disagrees with that.
Like it. Well, yeah, I mean,
what does that have to do with me? Is it because I told him he was wrong, or
I think though his thing was you were addressing him being wrong instead of addressing his actual argument. I think that's kind of what he got a little upset over. He was trying to actually make a point of no, it doesn't, and he was saying that all you were saying was no, you're wrong, no, you're wrong.
I don't think that's what I was trying to say, but we didn't even get to end the discussion because it got cut short, and then I thought we were just going to let it go, and I didn't know he was going to hold a grudge against me after I came back from the restroom, but oh well.
It was such a kind of a non-issue on that. I mean, like I said, I've seen animals stop and react, but at the same time, I kind of have that whole thing of, are they really listening, or is it that they just don't know what the hell's going on? I mean, are we projecting our thoughts and our
and I told
values
you,
on women?
we probably are projecting.
Well, I said on women. I must be a Freudian slip. I meant on animals, but yeah, we are projecting our humanly traits on animals. I mean, going back to that whole in the other discussion about the whole Sarah McLachlan, the arms of the angel, the animals shaking and crying, this and that. We're projecting a lot more of our own feelings and emotion on the animals than really what's going on. They play on that stuff to get that, and I'm kind of thinking maybe that's where he's getting at, is that it's more of a projection than it is actually a thing. And of course, he was claiming that you were attacking him for disagreeing rather than the argument. I think that's kind of where he was getting at.
I think it's just basically a misunderstanding.
It is. He'll come back around and just.
Don't worry. I mean that's just Sting Free's personality. Does that to everybody.
When all's said and done, I'm kind of new to this group. I don't know about Algiers. I'm new to the group, so I'm kind of like the guy that's outside. So we're all kind of strangers. Do you know what I mean?
I just started talking with this group of guys about 2 months ago, so I'm kind of still in a way new to it myself, somewhat. And No Filter popped up about a month ago or something. I don't know exactly what he was doing before then, but No Filter's been laying down some mean shit too. Hey, telling it like it is. That dude will tell you, and he ain't afraid to say it. So he's really a welcome addition to what I think is a great community. But yeah, we all have our differences. We all have our different points of view, and we're not going to meet eye to eye on everything. That's just the way it is.
One thing that I wanted to actually talk to Sting Free about was what's up?
No filter.
Group conformity. If you constantly agreeing. You're agreeing with whatever someone says, even if you don't agree with it. You conform it, and if you don't agree, you should basically say you don't agree. That's the whole point about kind of like thrashing these things through. It's like the understanding. You know what I mean?
Well, if you toe the party line, you're only going to get so far in a certain direction. But you got to have some kind of discord, some kind of opposing views, so that you can talk it out.
Yeah. We never solve anything if we're always agreeing with each other.
Yeah.
So we've got to have arguments, because the arguments is what without argumentation we don't get nowhere.
No, not at all.
I think
you trying to say something, No Filter?
Yeah. No.
Or you just
kind of like disagreement that you can't agree to disagree, but as long as you have different opinions and that person, you ain't insulting the other person, it can have, it's good to have a good discussion like that.
Oh no, yeah, don't resort to ad hominem. Oh, you suck, you're ugly, you're stupid. Yeah, don't resort to that.
I don't think I've ever heard that once.
Like a woman,
no, and I think we do try to avoid that at all costs. That I think that we're really, really good at.
Yeah.
So that I can respect.
Yeah. For me, it's more like my opinion. Everybody knows my opinion, because I have had, ever since I started this channel, I haven't counted my sub count, but ever since I start doing my streaming shit, here's the thing, I love MGTOW. Okay, I love the community. I love you said Renee's. I love this whole community, man. But sometimes
you cool shit too, man. You cool shit.
Yeah, and it's like. There's a lot of dope members out there, like me and MA, we real cool like that. Me and Stanford Mental, we still cool like that. Like, we real cool. I'm real cool with those guys. So I don't have a problem with them. Like, they're my bros right there. Love them dudes, man. But like, it's some people I feel like I'm talking about when you make videos, and this is the reason why I say I call myself No Filter. I make this channel because called No Filter, because a lot of these people, I think some of these guys who like they come into MGTOW channels, I guess because they watch Barbarossa Stardust, they watch Turfling and Monkey, and there's no diss to those guys, but like those guys highly intelligent, they drop in syllable words and the brain function and stuff like that, and how it's just they go into like deep shit, and then you get a person like me who's more like, I'm not a philosopher. I just have a story to tell, and if you can relate to it, you can relate to it. But I've been getting a lot of comments lately, like some of my videos, like most of my comments I get on my streams are like positive. But it's like the comments I don't fucking like and I can't fucking stand, because everybody know, if y'all know about me, I have a speech impediment. So that's why it's hard for me.
It don't matter. It don't matter, man. We can all work through it. It don't matter. I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. So speech impediment. So I try to like, I have had this speech problem as a kid. I have dyslexia too. So for me, I have a lot of alien disabilities, but I don't let it stop me from telling my story. I try to stay on topic, but I go off a lot of topics a lot of times. But what I feel like, one thing I've been noticing, I feel like I've been noticing this in the community, especially some people who are MGTOW people. I ain't talking about like none of the people I just mentioned, but I'm talking about the ones like random. You got random people commenting in the video and be like, well, if you write your thoughts down, be more clearer, and your speech impediment, you know, if you wrote something down, I'm like, I can't help the fact I got a speech impediment, man. It's like I can't help it. So it's like
I did when I was a kid too, and I kept getting the whole line of, "Oh, just think before you talk. Think before you talk." I mean, mine. I grew out of it, but sometimes you just don't grow out of it, and it's not one way or the other. But you know, like if you're a grown adult and you understand that this is a thing, then it should not matter. Let the guy talk. Let the guy give his opinion, because that's the speech impediment is not what is the issue. It's what he's got to say.
Yeah.
People cannot see the forest for the trees. Yeah. And dude, I don't give a damn. You got some damn good shit to say.
Yeah. I mean, cause like, thank you, man. You know, and thank you, man. It's like, you know, for me, it's like that's the comments I like. That's the comments I focus on a lot of times, because it's like a lot of people don't realize. Like, dude, I've been like this as a kid. I've been mostly in special ed from the 4th grade to 12th. So been in special ed my whole fucking life. So I have had a lot of physical learning disabilities and shit like that. So I have a lot of things that affect me in my adulthood. So for me, it's more like I'm not using that as an excuse. I don't use that as an excuse because I have found ways to deal with it and use it in cool ways. But like I think what people need to really realize is the fact that there is adults with speech impediments, and speech impediments is a very serious issue. Like for me, it's like I have a hard time getting my thoughts because I fucking stutter a lot. Like my speech impediment is real serious,
and it's not something you can help. That's the thing. You can't just turn it off. You can't help it.
Yeah. And I tried to, and that's why I said when I do this channel, like that's why I like, you know, Staying Free and MA and you and Renee, just a whole, you know, Shining Light Shingles, like the whole MGTOW Message Rise. He subscribed to me, Man Unleashed. Like a lot of the MGTOW channels I fuck with me. So it's letting me know I'm doing something positive, right? I'm doing something positive, and I'm not, you know, I'm actually doing a good job, and I'm actually telling my story out there. I'm actually just the topics and that most people don't want to talk about. But I feel like what guys need to understand is creating content is hard as fuck. It is, dude.
I'm struggling to put out another video right now. It's not easy.
It's not easy
to write the script, and I'm trying to make it right. And well, of course, I had computer issues this last week too, so that kind of held everything back.
So people need to realize the fact that if a person like Staying Free MGTOW MA or whoever in this stream, whoever's watching this stream decides to do content, first of all, you gotta take confidence, man. And other people, they just say, they're just avatars. They just
putting yourself out there, yeah. It's not just avatars.
Yeah, these people got stories, and that's the reason why I think people fuck with my channel, because one, I'm real, and I'm not no fucking philosopher. I'm not no fucking psychiatrist.
And you never claim to be.
Yeah, and it's like I can see if I say, "Yo, I have a degree in psychology." No, I don't. Like I don't. That's how I don't roll like that. It's for me, it's my channel. I have some shit to say, and people fuck with my channel. Like I remember coming across Staying Free MGTOW channel for the first time when I first started it, and then I saw the Blue Pill Shuffle. That was the first stream I ever saw from things, and I was like, man, I fuck with this dude heavy because I can kind of see where it come from. Me and Stanford Mint, and Stanford Mint's got the same personality. We share the same ideas, but pretty different personalities. But I can relate to this guy, and he just fucking 100% raw gutter with that shit. Like, I like a person that can just state how the fuck they feel. They ain't trying to be no intelligent philosopher with it, and just say the fuck how they feel. And whether you fuck with it or not, it don't really fucking matter. And I understand. That's what I'm trying to say. And to address you AI, I think I understand where Stanford Mental is coming from. But like, we can agree to disagree. But like I said before, we can agree to disagree. But I think that, like Sid said, I think that, Stanford Mental want the core elements of Mental to be practiced. And I think that he wants the core elements. Because you look at a lot of the YouTubers that talk about Mental when it first started, it was core elements. It was the core elements of it. Now it's more like, because it's now starting to become mainstream, and Vice and all these other big time outlets are starting to get a hold of it, and it's Mental starting to become tainted.
It's being bastardized. Yes.
Yeah. So people, got the vetting process. I understand it. I mean, I think are with it. I fully understand what's there with it. It's like you gotta make sure people ain't just doing it like Angry Mental. Like, he just got rid of all his videos and now he doing some other shit. Like, you can't just roll with it. This is the reason why I talk about the Mental label. I take that shit very seriously, bro. I stick to the core elements. I try to watch the content, kind of stay updated with the content, because one, I watch a lot of Red Pill videos.
I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Am I power hungry?
No.
Weird. I guess did I get all extra butthurt about talking about force?
No.
That's not actually what I really am implying when it comes to understanding of a lot of things. So the moment you sit there and you send me some little weak ass message, you actually need to make sure you understand what the fuck you're saying to me. Because with some stupid shit like that, you need to sit the fuck down.
Hey, instead of telling me that my message was incorrect, can you explain to me how?
Number one, I'm gonna put it like this. Real simple. You need to understand what's really going on a lot lately.
Well, it's kind of hard to understand when you just leave the conversation and leave me hanging like that. So I don't know if you were expecting a
I wasn't leaving you hanging, jackass. I had to go attend to something else.
Oh, well, that wasn't made clear to me. I'm sorry, I misunderstood that.
I said that out loud.
That's not what I heard when I rejoined the discussion. I heard that I should be kicked for reasons that weren't explicit to me, and then you left.
Just as a side note, has anyone got a fucking beep that keeps on going off? I keep on hearing a beep.
Not me.
No, I don't hear it.
Here.
I'm just wondering if any of you have got an alarm.
Maybe I'm not paying attention, but no, I don't hear anything.
I'm just going to turn the volume down and see.
My thing is,
voices in your
goes
head.
on with a lot of these fucking.
All right. Well, anyways, since I seem to have been incorrect in your reasoning behind why I should be kicked from this group right now, how about you go on and explain it to all of us?
Or how about you go ahead and prove why you shouldn't be kicked?
Okay, I could do that rather easily. Does anyone here, other than Staying Free MGTOW, feel that for any reason I have displayed behavior that should get me kicked? Anybody?
No.
You are not a god.
That's it. It's coming from.
I'm just fucking.
You seem to be alone in your boat, Staying Free. So what's your beef?
I don't know. Let's see. How about you just keep talking more?
I don't know what you want me to talk about. I mean,
anything. Go ahead.
Well, how about you stop obfuscating and answer my question? That'd be a good place to start. I mean, a conversation has questions and answers usually. It's not just one person talking, going on soliloquies.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I gotta look up what that word means. It sounds cool.
I prefer extortion. The X makes it sound cool.
Isn't it Meridian, that term? Soliloquy.
No, I thought it was obfuscation.
No, yeah, I spelled the wrong word.
Obfuscation, when you hide something in it.
Obfuscation is obscuring. A soliloquy is it's in a play.
Oh, you said obfuscation. Okay, my bad.
Obfuscation. Yes.
Obfuscation. When you isn't that when you hide something behind something else?
It literally just means obscuring. So yes, it could mean that.
So it's like subliminals.
Yeah.
I was saying that he's obscuring from my question by telling me to.
Nigga, did you say ossification or fucking obscuring? I'm looking up bullshit. What are you talking about?
Oh, do I need to link the word?
I'll spell it for you.
It's OBFUSCA.
I know what obfuscation is. Shut the fuck up, AI.
Anyways, are you going to answer my question, or are you just going to tell me to talk to myself?
I don't know. What's the question? What do you want to know?
A quick comeback.
Let's talk. In fact, you know what? I want to get in the head of you. I want to know what you're about,
well,
bro.
I want to hear an answer to my question. You going to answer it or what?
So, what are you all about? Like what's your MGTOW? How long you been in MGTOW? What you been doing in MGTOW? And what's your biggest influences in MGTOW? And
this still is, running away from my question. I mean, are you going to answer
no,
it or what?
Not. Actually, it's not.
What reason do you have to believe that I am not a worthy MGTOW to be in this discussion? Give me one reason.
Hold up,
right
no, don't use that type of language with me, sir. Because you're saying, "Oh,
the only one jaded enough to say
MGTOW, all that shit." I don't do those type of games, bro.
No, you are playing a game right now. You are the only single person in this entire chat that was jaded enough to say, "Kick AI Gash, she doesn't belong here." And I asked everyone else, does anybody else see a reason why I shouldn't belong here? Nobody seemed to have come up with any reasons. So I asked you again.
Oh, I get it.
What is your reason to kick me from this group chat? You gonna give me one, or are you gonna tell me to talk? It's fucking bullshit, yo.
Well, we shouldn't be arguing, dudes, man. We're all on the same. We're all on the same page here.
Well, apparently we're not. This guy's just gonna try to.
Honestly, we aren't.
This guy's gonna try to puff out his chest and say, "Hey, this guy doesn't belong here." And I'm asking him, "You tell me, motherfucking why?"
The weirdest thing is, why do you think that I'm on some type of control thing? Like, what the fuck is?
Why do you think? Why do you think? How about you use your head for a second? I asked you the motherfucking reason why, and you're not giving me a motherfucking reason why. So
I'm asking
must
you
be power
to go ahead and talk.
No, I'm sorry, but I hear the beep now. I don't know what it was.
I don't know where that beep's coming from. That's not me. I don't have any beep going on around here.
Well, I'm just wondering because I turn my volume down and I can't hear it anyway.
That was me, but before I wasn't making any beeping noises.
No.
I'm just wondering if anyone's trying to intercept us.
Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt, but yeah, I heard it. That's cool.
No, fuck that. How about you go ahead and talk and explain?
I don't need to explain anything. What is there to explain here? What is there to explain here, buddy?
There's no reason for you to go back and go ahead what you said, actually.
You're the one who's getting questioned right now.
No reason at all.
The reason why I went MGTOW is because I was born with ADHD, supposedly schizophrenia.
No,
and it made
you were born a perfectly natural male, and
you're right. Fine. Yeah, but because of societal flipping dictates, I'm considered a fucking weirdo, right? And because I'm considered a weirdo, that puts me out on out where fucking.
That means
they tried to put me on meds too.
You listen up right here, Staying Free. I ain't gonna talk to you about anything until you answer my goddamn question.
No, you're damn right. I'm not done with you. They keep trying to.
You understand?
Divert, and I'm not done with that shit either. No, you know what you did. You know what you said, and you know exactly what it is. Now go ahead and say it again. We can play this game all day. I really don't give a flying fuck. The only people missing out are the people actually listening to the cast and the people talking.
It's okay, guys. I think we should just go on and ignore him because he doesn't want to answer a question.
Oh,
so
wait a minute. What are you like? What are you trying to make a power play? What do you think you're like a dictator? You're just gonna tell everybody like, oh yeah, ignore this guy.
I actually just made a suggestion. They don't have to do that, but I'm not gonna tell them to kick you because I'm a little bitch like you.
Fuck you, AI. You're full of shit, and you know you are.
If anybody else,
literally the same thing.
Just agree to disagree.
You're doing yourself. right
Why
now.
not just agree to disagree?
Okay,
We're not
I'm
disagreeing
gonna
about
interject for a
anything,
second.
dude. He won't even fucking answer a question right now. So I'm saying to him, I'm not going to talk to you unless you answer my question. He continues to not answer the question, so let's just ignore him. Like, if he's got nothing else to say about it, then fuck him. I don't give a shit.
So the same thing you literally accused me of in that little dorky ass message.
Hey, instead of saying, hey, go kick staying free, guys, I'm going to allow you. I'm just going to say, you can stay here, and I'm just going to ignore you if you don't want to answer my question. That's all I have to say.
It hurts,
it's as
man.
simple as that.
I thought we were friends.
Apparently not. You know, friends don't treat each other like pieces of shit, dog, and you're treating me like a piece of shit, so fuck you. It's that simple.
I feel this weird pain in my chest now.
Anyways, guys, let's change the topic since he doesn't want to answer my questions.
I've got a pain in my heart.
Let's just
What's your favorite music, guys, and why?
Oh, you guys don't want to delve into that with me.
We do. I've just asked you. What's your favorite music and why?
Okay, well, growing up, it was always as I call it, the classic rock. You know, the Leonard Skinner, CCR, all this stuff and everything. But here recently, I've been getting into a lot of. Why on that was mainly because my mom listened to it, and so it was kind of familiar. It was, hey, hey mom, I like the same stuff you do. Yeah, it's great. I love it. This and that. But I've grown away from a lot of that over the last 10 some years, and now I'm more into Japanese pop. Believe it or not. Yes, I know I'm a weeaboo. Apparently, I kind of like a lot of the stuff, the Vocaloids, the manufactured pop star kind of stuff, the Japanese pop, even the Japanese rock, the Pillows are a great group. They're kind of almost like Weezer and Green Day if they had a baby and it was raised in Japan. It's great. I can't stand anything new in this country anymore. As of the last, since 9/11, it's just stupid.
I've stopped listening to the radio a decade ago.
See, even when I listen to the radio and I try to tune into an old classic rock station, it's still the same old crap. I just can't get into it. I've had the same CD of Vocaloid stuff and Japanese stuff in my car for nearly the last 2 years. I have not changed this CD. I just run this thing constantly. The same 162 songs on this MP3 CD. I don't know why I haven't made another one and put it in there, but it's just different. I don't understand the language, although I do have the Rosetta Stone course. I did buy that, but it's just the intonation, the music, the tune, it's just different. It's innovative. It's like, man, I've never heard this before over here in the West. This is great. I don't care what they're saying. It's something that speaks to me.
What?
Anybody else?
So, because it's different, it's great.
Well, I heard some shit. I heard some shit in the grocery store today. I nearly gagged.
I think I know what Inu's going with. They're a lot of the germs here, even though they're different, they all sort of the same. So hearing something from a different country, and just hearing from their point of view, is something liberating.
Do you not think that the Japanese and the Chinese are kind of trying to copy the Western society?
They are, and especially Japan, especially after the imperialism came over back in the late 19th century. A lot of that stuff changed because Japan and China's culture were actually almost parallel at a certain point. And then imperialism came over in the late 19th century, and everything changed. Now it's they still worship like the old French, the whalebone skirts, the pastries, the this and that. You look at a lot of Japanese culture, and you look under the surface now of what they're doing, and they love that like European, like Victorian era style of thinking.
Yeah, I must admit, when last time I went to Tokyo, it was like visiting New York, but in Japan.
Oh, I envy you, dude. I'd love to visit Japan, Tokyo especially.
Oh, it's an awesome country. They are totally different. I mean, yeah, the women are pretty much the same.
Of course. Yeah, I'm definitely not on the women. They're women are the same. Women are the same anywhere, but the culture. I mean, like I would love to go to Akihabara and just go to the arcades, go to the different things, the pop culture. I don't know why it is. I've always been a fan of like pop culture and novelty. Novelty. That's what it is. Novelty. I can't stand hype, but I love novelty.
The great thing about Tokyo is that even though seems to be an upbeat city, it's like America. Every second shop or every third shop's a coffee shop. Well, in Tokyo, it's pretty much every fourth or fifth flipping building is a temple. So you've got all these. All these fucking modernized places, and then it's like
you go in and it's a temple.
It's like fucking rural. It's like going into the countryside. When you go into the temples, you can't hear any of the bustle of the streets. It's like I'm in a totally different fucking world here, and yet
when they get that soundproof
outside the wall, there's fucking cars and buses and beep 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 and whatnot.
What they've really like soundproof these places, like almost almost totally.
Pretty much, yeah. They're awesome. I mean, even people like in the rural countryside, the shape of the buildings, the way that they have those, the curbs coming off, the
the sconces,
the houses that just look fucking ace. It's like they're not just normal built up places. Like we've got flipping bog standard flipping masonette houses. No, each house is totally different, and they paint up their own houses, and it's just fucking amazing. It really is. If you ever get a chance to go over there, put it on your bucket list.
It's been on my bucket list, man. It's been on for 15 years, man. I'd love to at least take a month off and just between the northern part and Osaka, the Kansai area. I'd love to just take a different sample of all the flavors of Japan.
Have you ever thought about taking a TEFL?
The fuck did you
phrase?
TEFL stands for Teach English in Foreign Language.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of have in a way.
Don't do that.
I've heard of the JET program.
Don't do that. My older brother did that. Don't do it.
Oh, that's what I did.
There's a lot you have to go through though. I mean, you have to make sure you have the money to get over there. You have to hold everything back to make sure you have the money to get back because you can't guarantee your visa's going to last. I understand all of what has to go on there, but there's a lot of other social and cultural things you have to watch out for as well.
Well, no, you're a white dude. You'll do fine.
Yeah, you will. They love
How'd you know? Who told you? How'd you know?
Somebody just private messaged me. They was like, yeah, he's a white guy. You know,
he's a
motherfucker.
I'm a white guy.
Well, I grew up on hip hop and rap, and when I was about 15, 16, I used to play this game called I used to be hooked on this game called Maple Story, which is a pointless fucking game.
I've heard of it. It actually went down not long ago, didn't it? Or is it still a thing?
It's still a thing.
It was Penguin Story or some shit that went down.
It's still a thing, but as far as it's like it went. It's not as good as it was.
Not like Gaia. You know Gaia Online.
I'm not sure. I that's the only game that I played heavily other than Halo on the computer.
I love Halo.
But when I played that game, I started to get into techno, and I would have to literally, because basically you're just leveling up. You're just killing monsters, collecting coins and rare items, and leveling up.
Grinding.
Yeah. So I listened to techno, and then I fell off, joined the military, and then I kind of stopped listening to hip hop and rap because now the lyrics, I actually paid attention to the lyrics, and I was just fucking sick of it. Then my friends introduced me to
mumble rappers. The mumble rap.
I couldn't stand it because of that reason.
I'm gonna touch into that shit, but then my friends, they introduced me to EDM, and the only reason why I got into it is because I was into techno, and it just didn't have any words. It was just melodies and beats or whatever. And now all I listen to is EDM and trap mixes. Fucking love trap mixes, and that's it.
I kind of like trap too. I like just the way that, I don't know, something about trap.
Am I the only
it's just like it has like the you know, the 808s, just the kicks and snares, all that hip hop shit in the background or whatever. But there's like you hear very little lyrics.
Renee's put up that link to that 24/7 lo-fi hip hop thing not long ago. The Chilled Cow or the Chilled whatever. There's a couple of them out there. I've actually listened to that here too, not recently, and that's great. That's good stuff to just sit and do stuff with that in the background.
Yeah, it's good shit. And as far as rap nowadays, it is very rare that I'll like a song or I'll listen to an artist, and majority of them, all they do is just fucking mumble. Literally. There's an artist by the name of Hobson. His last album, he put out one track where all he did was mumble. He was making fun of mumble artists, but all he did was mumble, and I swear to God, this shit actually did sound nice.
I like how they used to make fun of Chuck D back in the day.
Who, Hobson?
Chuck D.
Sad day.
Double. That was all. There was a radio station was clowning on him. That's all they were doing was double. I'm like, God damn, really?
Yeah, but nowadays I just can't. I can't really listen to it. Maybe certain artists, like I'll go out of my way to hear, Young Jeezy. Maybe, definitely like Machine Gun Kelly or, who else?
See, I used to like Eminem right when he first came out, but then when he did 8 Mile, it was like, come on, like I said, I like novelty. He was a novelty. He was a novelty when he first came out. I was like, okay, this dude's clowning and this and that. When he did 8 Mile, it's like, oh shit, this guy really is fucking serious, ain't he? Well, fuck that. And after he did that, I completely fuck all that.
Yeah, he
was actually, when I was 9-10 years old, when I started getting into hip hop and rap, he was actually one of the first artists I would listen to.
The Slim Shady LP, and then later on the Marshall Mathers. But like I said, when he did 8 Mile, it's like, oh fuck, he really is serious, ain't he? Well, fuck this. That's when I dropped off.
I think I dropped off after. I think I dropped off right around the time I hit the military. I just don't listen to it. It just. Yeah, It has to have meaning behind it. Like, I don't know if you ever heard of Hobson's Ill Mind 7. Anybody ever heard of that?
I haven't.
If you're, because I was torn with religion and whatnot during this time.
Oh
my life or whatever. And that song, holy shit, it just made so much sense. And like I said, there's only very few people that I'll go out of my way and find that are rappers. Back then, it used to be anybody. I didn't care if it was a rap song. I thought it was the cool thing to do. Fucking pants sagging, fucking 3XL shirt. That was me.
MC Frontalot. He's pretty good. If you ever heard of MC Frontalot, and
I've never heard of that.
He does this shit. He calls it nerdcore, but he's great though. He's great. No Filter's laughing. I think you know him, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you go to upitup.com and look up Tracky Birthday. There's another dude that's kind of pretty cool, but that's that whole thing. Like MC Frontalot, he's a novelty. It's funny shit, and he's actually damn good. His lyrics, his flow, it's great.
Yeah,
but it's just funny as fuck.
But you know what? To add on to the discussion, man, misguided, bro. Me and you, I guess you've been thinking of fucking. I'm like, I fucking hate hip hop to fucking that bitch, bro. You don't know how much I live in Atlanta. You don't know if you know misguided. I live in Atlanta. And bro, I live in Atlanta. All they fucking bump is fucking Future. All my family members fucking Future. I can't stand that, man.
Everybody sounds like Future too.
It's Future. I fuck with Bad and Bougie. I think that's a good club song if you're in the club somewhere. But like Bad and Bougie, that's the only song I can listen to in moderate. I can't listen to it on repeat because I go fucking crazy listening to that shit. But like I can't stand the Migos. I can't stand Future. I think Gucci Mane is whack as fuck. 2 Chainz, Young Thug, Lil Uzi.
You know, with 2 Chainz, no, the album that he had, the True Religion album, which came out when I was stationed in Japan, that album was good. I think he had a ghostwriter for that album.
I just think, you know what I'm saying? Like, my thing is, like, I'm not saying, I don't think 2 Chainz is whack. It's just that I just can't fuck with his music like that. That's just not who I am. But it's like, even when Gucci Mane came out, like, everybody fuck with Gucci Mane. I think Gucci Mane is the most wackest rapper in Atlanta, out of Atlanta to ever come out besides Future. I can't.
And they all fear him too.
I fucking hate Gucci Mane, dude. Like, you don't understand. Like, I'm not a fan of Atlanta music because I'm from Atlanta, but I'm more of a New York guy. I'm more of a Jadakiss. I'm more of a fucking Big L. I'm more of a Biggie, Tupac, Nas, Rakim, Eric B, Special Ed, and Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5, and like, you gotta have lyrics to blow me fucking away. These rappers, the shit these rappers be on nowadays. Like, what's the dude name? I can't fucking stand this dude. And every time I see his fucking face, I just want to punch his fucking face. Ooh, Yachty. I can't stand that dude, man.
I thought you were gonna say T-Pain.
He's a puff, though, isn't he?
You know what, T-Pain? I hated T-Pain when he first came out, but you know what? Compared to T-Pain, I'd rather listen to T-Pain than listen to fucking Yachty. I can't stand that dude, man. No, because like the reason why I feel like hip hop is on decline today, and I'm glad you brought the shit up.
It requires no talent.
It requires no fucking talent. It's like I look at Kendrick Lamar. I brought Kendrick Lamar brand new latest album, Damn, and it was like, Kendrick Lamar one of the best rappers out there nowadays. I said I agree with that statement. I mean, of course he's the greatest best rappers out there because these niggas these rappers don't fucking use no fucking talent when they fucking rap. So of course you give the crown to Kendrick Lamar. But you know, I said the only 2 artists I fuck with heavily. If it ain't these 2 artists, I ain't buying their music, bro. J. Cole and Kendrick is the only artists I fuck with on some real shit. If you ain't J. Cole or Kendrick, I ain't buying your shit. I fuck with Wale too. Wale, sensitive shit, but I think Wale's a dope artist. He's a very underrated dope rapper, so I give him that.
Yeah, I remember Wale being a dope artist when I was listening to him.
But I can't fuck with Drake. I used to fuck with Drake 2010 Drake. I can't now this passion fruit, more life bullshit he just put out. I'm not buying that shit, man. I heard that shit on fucking Spotify. I skipped every song with that damn album, man. I'm like, man, this reggae dance hall bullshit. Get back to rap, dude. I don't want to hear you fucking dancing on no dance hall tracks, man. Fucking rap, dude. I don't want to hear you on no pop shit, okay? I don't care about that shit, man.
Do you
think I blame him though, because he's so diverse
towards queerness? I mean, I read somewhere that rap artists tend to be becoming gay.
Yeah. They got
there's a massive big problem of homosexuality in it.
And I'll tell you the reason why I like fucking hip hop today is more about the antics. Like, it's more beef. Rappers beefing nowadays. They don't even make it about music. They just beef over dumb shit. Like, I
always say this. When's the last time you heard Garth Brooks and some other country artist fucking in a shootout? when the fuck do you ever hear?
What's the dude that punch him in the face? It was Complex. I can't fucking stand Complex because I fucking hate. I hate them with a fucking passion. And it was a segment, and it was something that pissed me off. And Joe Budden pissed me the fuck off because, like, Joe Budden, I respect him as a lyricist, but after he said this shit, I said, you have no right.
I'm gonna ask one question.
But going back to
all you are MGTOWs.
Yeah.
As you suggest.
Yeah.
So you suggest you have a certain understanding of human nature and behavior.
Yeah.
And then I have to hear all this shit. And when you talk about this behavior you saw displayed, you have really no answer for them? Not at all.
Wait, what did you just say?
Like I said before, all of you are MGTOWs. You literally have some understanding of human behavior and just all that shit. And yet you're saying all these things, but I have had I listened to literally, I didn't hear one motherfucker say their understanding of these behaviors.
Which behavior are you talking about in particular?
Are you talking
Go
about?
ahead.
Are you talking about why?
All the little stupid ass situations you talked about, all those little dumb rap fuckers and all the other shit, and all those music careers. Why didn't anybody just go ahead and after that put their pen name on it with their understanding?
Say that most of them are sheeps and it's all culturally influenced.
And it's more status, and let's see who we can get following us, and let's boost our ego, and let's see how many bitches we can get following us, and how many motherfuckers we can get that get bitches to follow us, and
it's just to convince us to stay within the plantation. That's all it is. That's how it seems to me.
I mean, most of the formula for most hip hop videos is like bitches, money,
twerk. Yeah.
A whole bunch of people being synthetic alpha males.
Yeah.
Is that what you wanted to hear?
Reason why I'm not a huge fan of J. Cole anymore. On his new album, he was talking way too much about that shit, and I was just like, yeah, it's kind of lame.
Are you talking about that folding clothes shit?
Dog, I don't even know. I didn't listen to enough of the songs.
I fuck with Cole, but that folding clothes song was a simp song, bro. I said, J. Cole, you lost me on this one, bro. I fuck with I'm gonna fuck with your music heavy, but dude, you lost me on that shit there, dude. I'm like, yeah, bro, you reaching with that shit there, dude. And that She Mine bullshit, dude. Nah, man,
I mean, honestly, it is. It does take away from a lot of the appreciation of different arts when you understand just how
society works.
Yeah, I mean, well, like, of course, movies are terrible, music, everything. You got to be sacrificing yourself for the women's. You got to be putting the women's first. I gotta show off how big my dick is for the women's. Look at how much money I got. Very predictable, boring.
A lot of my EDM trap songs are majority of them are gynocentric, but the beats are so nice I can't help it.
Yeah.
So what about you, SFM?
As far as music goes, I really don't listen to much. I don't have time for that, really. I used to listen to a lot in my Blue Pill days, and even in my let's say journey to the Red Pills and MGTOW, which technically I wish people would get it right. Actually, MGTOW was first, Red Pill was later, and I don't really listen to much shit. I really listen to my own thoughts more than I actually listen to music.
Makes sense.
And so, as far as I'm concerned, I really don't give two flying fucks, because people are going to do what they're going to do. It's a bad state. It's a bad time period. I mean, I thought today I could do a stream and just try to, make everybody have a good time or something like that, or just laugh and just, but I failed at that. So, life.
Not everything goes to plan. Not everything goes to plan. Sometimes it's, I think the best intentions of mice and men always go pear-shaped. Kind of like just let things go as they are. I mean, I've often found when I plan shit, it always goes pear-shaped. Always goes pear-shaped. I think just spontaneity is usually what helps.
Usually have that preconceived notion of what it's going to be, and then when it doesn't end up to be what you thought it was going to be, it's even more of a disappointment.
Yeah.
I mean, staying free, like, so you don't like I understand, like I feel you 100% with that music shit, because it kind of it's so much bullshit going on. So you don't have like not one artist, like you try to dumb out one, like you don't have not one artist.
He likes "Carry On Wayward Son" by Kansas. That's his shit right there.
No. Cassidy, Jadakiss, 50 Cent.
Okay.
Told you,
the last.
like, literally. I'll be honest, to tell you the truth. Yeah, like, dude, when I say I had my years as a niggly bear, I wasn't lying. The real thing. It's not about the music. Nah, fuck the music. I don't give a shit about that shit.
What turned you off about music? What was it that turned you off altogether about music? What was the reason why you kind of decided, right?
Because I kind of started noticing that it has a little bit of a manipulation or a driving towards people's actions, like, or an influence and such of their behaviors and moods.
Yeah. I mean, I've noticed over the last 10, 20 years that even the people like Enya. They come on stage.
Oh yeah.
Half naked, bollock naked. You think, well, why do you need to do that? There seems to be this ideology that we've got to get the kids, in this slutty, immoral state. Do you know what I mean?
You talking about
music
Enya?
seems to go that way.
Enya, she was mostly like instrumental stuff.
No,
though,
yeah,
right?
I want to see it now when she's live. She's got next to fuck all on.
Oh fuck! So yeah, I knew her. I knew of it back in '98.
Just trying to think of the other woman that my mum likes. That she's
But it was like all instrumental. So I mean, like she was up there with like a computer or some shit. Doing synthesizing
and what was the other one?
Good God, that was I'm showing my age on that one.
No metalheads in the group other than me, then.
I like some, but not really a hardcore metal.
Not a metal head, but yeah, I like metal.
I like metal because it calms my anger.
I mean,
you listen to Silosis?
Never heard of them.
Yeah, it's not a popular.
Have a look though. How would you spell it?
Yeah, Lewis, I'll talk about Hatsune Miku.
SIS.
What's great about Hatsune Miku is she's not real. She can't be caught up in any drama. She can't be anything. She's AI. She's completely made up.
Holograph.
Yeah. She's completely made up. You can project anything you want to on her and yet exclude her from anything you want to at the same time. It's kind of the ultimate in manufactured celebrity.
Hey, they look pretty cool. I might be into them. They've done some fucking covers of Nuclear Assault. I might get into these.
They've done a lot of covers, dude. In the time it took Justin Bieber to make one album, the fans have already made like 20,000 fucking songs of her featuring her. I mean, it's weird. It's great.
Well, let's listen to them.
But yeah, I play OS. I play Project Diva F. Yes, I do.
Play OSU? Is that what you said?
Yep. OSU exclamation point OS. Yeah.
That game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I don't play it enough to really be up in the rank, but I'm not horrible at it, but I'm not great either. Same name as my screen name, by the way, if ever, but I'll probably play after we get off this stream. But yeah,
do any of you watch TV?
Do what?
Do any of you watch TV?
No,
not anymore.
TV that I've watched is like a popular series like Game of Thrones, but man, it's not only cringy because of all the liberal bullshit they put in it, but also I think it's really overrated, man. I mean, people got really like bad taste in general. I think that the directors get so lazy that they just, they leave a bunch of plot holes everywhere. The way they shoot the scenes is like really predictable. I hate when there's like, here's a quick example. Action scene, main person's getting attacked by like, a bunch of people trying to assassinate her. She has her guards protecting her or whatever. And then like 5 minutes later when she's running away down this like hallway, it's just like door shut right then and there. People jump out into the hallway and it's like, the fuck is this? A video game? Like, are they just like waiting to spawn there so they can like?
No, they're literally basically trying to move on, basically push the whole gynocentric agenda.
Yeah, poor girl. She's being attacked. Everybody come and save her.
Oh no, but you got to remember the twist in there is that she's so strong. She didn't really need to be saved. She had it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's the way they play it nowadays too. Yeah, you're right about that.
It wasn't even the thing that pissed me off. It was just the fact that it's like, I mean, what the fuck? Like, could you set this up any more original than like having guys jump into the hallway right when she's like crossing it or some shit? And having some guy wait to close the door right when she's there about to go down the hall. I mean, get the fuck out of here.
They're trying to actually on a lot of shit they're doing. They're literally trying to do a little bit of subliminal game, which is very annoying and actually very boring to me. It's very boring.
I think the thing with Game of Thrones, they seem to throw in a lot of fucking anti.
Did my icon change here? Can y'all see that?
Yeah, I see it. Let's see your icon.
Oh yeah, you damn right.
The dude with glasses reading a book. Yeah, we can read.
No, not that icon. Oh yeah, I can't see the other icon.
Harambe reading the 10 Commandments.
Oh yeah, you got it. Yeah,
it's a stone tablet. It's not a book.
And so basically, you got this bitch.
Thou shalt not fuck it up for the rest of us.
What they're slowly trying to say is like men are shit, and women can save themselves. But yet men need to save them.
Some of the shit in these damn sitcoms, and some of the shit on this like Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, teen TV. Holy motherfuck! Like oh god, I can't even stand some of that shit. I couldn't stand that shit 10 years ago. I didn't even watch it then.
They're training kids to be fucking subservient.
See, me, you're talking about TV. All I watch is like reruns of old shows. I pick up old cartoons that I used to watch back when I was a kid. Even now, I can spot a lot of that shit. But you're talking about modern stuff. I still keep up on South Park. I like to keep up on The Simpsons. And that's about it. I don't watch live TV. My cousin and my aunt, they have their shit, for Dish or whatever. I don't watch that shit. I have my own shit set up in here. I watch YouTube. I watch, whatever. I'm completely away from that shit. I can't stand anything. I can't sit and watch anything with him on TV without pointing out bullshit. And we watched WrestleMania about 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I'm sitting there just rattling off, like especially the opening ceremony, and this bitch up here singing "Stars and Stripes Forever." Like this bitch is sitting here milking it, just milking it, and then the jets fly over and all this shit. Like, oh my god, come on, can she milk it any fucking more? I mean, it doesn't help that she's got the dress cut all the way up to her thigh on the one side, and her tits half fucking hanging out. But of course, she's some brand new R&B star that I've never fucking heard of her before. What the fuck is this shit? And
what's the name of her?
I don't even remember her fucking name. She wasn't that goddamn important.
Damn. What? Whoa.
She was some Beyonce fucking Ashanti wannabe. I don't know what the fuck, she was in this evening gown kind of shit. But then it was, I mean, some of the matches weren't bad and everything. I'm not really into it, as I've said, a couple times. I like to enjoy sports vicariously through my cousin. Like, I don't give a shit about the NFL, but his favorite team is the Packers. And so I'm kind of always during the season going, hey, did your team win? What happened? Or I'll sit down and watch with him and, oh, yeah, man, that was a fucked up play, But if it wasn't for that, I would not give a fuck. But it was WrestleMania. I had an opportunity to take a day off from work. I'm like, fuck it, I'll watch it, whatever. The whole John Cena, fucking Nikki Bella versus whoever the fuck that jack off was and his wife, and it was so fucking stupid. It was supposed to be like a mixed tag team shit, but of course, when the man was tagged in, the woman automatically was not tagged in. There was never any other contact between man and woman except for when there was a woman in the ring and there was a man in the ring, the woman would slap the fuck out of the man and then fucking turn around and run, and the man would come in and then start whooping her ass. And then, of course, at the end, fucking Cena got on his knees, pulled the ring out of his pocket, proposed to the bitch, which if anybody who knows anything about anybody, he had been going on through that Total Divas thing because, of course, I only watch it through my cousin. I only know this shit through him. That's, and why I know this shit is fucking beyond me. But he goes, oh, I don't want any kids. I don't want to be married. I don't want this. I don't want that. And she was all pissed off and upset, and she's talking with her friends, and oh, well, if he loves you, he should this, and if he loves you, he should that, and yeah, but I know, and this, that, and Cena's like, no, fucking no. Then the bitch gets hurt and fucking almost breaks her goddamn neck, has to go into surgery, and next thing you know, it's, oh, I'm sorry, babe, I almost lost you, this, that, and whatever. That's what he was going on about WrestleMania. Oh yeah, you said I could tell you anything, and you know, I told you all this while you were under the anesthetic, and you didn't understand because you were so doped up. But this is what I was meaning to tell you, and oh yeah, you're gonna be my wife one day. And I'm sitting there like face palming, like, dude, did you not just say a couple of years ago you did not want to be fucking married because you were already married before, and you knew with your busy lifestyle and your fucking way of life that you did not want kids? Well, now what the fuck is going on? Now she's got him on the hook for marriage, which on the one hand, he made her sign a 75-page prenup. That's fucking, I don't know what the fuck that is, but that's some G shit right there. But on the other hand, that's going to get thrown out.
Yep.
There ain't no doubt about it. That's going to get fucking thrown out. So let's just put that all aside. Now that she's got her claws in deep enough to get him to marry her, after he specifically stated he did not want to be married, how far of a stretch is it going to be for her to go, oopsie, I forgot my birth control? It's I was telling my cousin, I was telling his friend that was over watching it. Of course, his friend gave me a lot of guff about that shit. I said, you watch. Within a year and a half, because she'll wait for a little while, within a year and a half, that bitch will come up pregnant. Watch. Mark my fucking words.
I've talked about this before 1,000 times.
Oh, she won't. That. She ain't like that. Not all people think like you. Just watch. Just watch, dude. Just watch. Mark my fucking words. A year and a half, that bitch will come up pregnant.
And also, you know what? I want to get back to something. So,
marking my calendar right now, homie.
Yeah, I'm talking to you, actually. Yep. Yeah, guys. What up, bro?
Go ahead.
I'm talking about AI guys. Let's get this done. Let's go ahead and bear this.
Y'all want in the stream now?
We're in the stream right now, and I'm talking to AI guys right now. What up, nigga? What's going on, bro?
I don't understand. Did you forget what I told you before?
He basically wants to end the situation right here and right now.
Yeah, I understand what
I don't want anybody else confused about some other shit and any of that.
You could have ended it if you just answered my question. It didn't need to go this far.
What do you want to know? What is your question?
My question was, what reason did you have to boot me from the chat?
Can I ask you a question? Within that question?
I don't know why you can't answer that question, dude.
Can I ask you a question within that question?
Sure, go ahead.
All right. So you go on Discord, right, bro?
Yeah.
And you on the whole TFM Discord shit, bro?
No.
Sure, bro?
TFM Discord? No.
I looked at a lot of that Discord shit going on, and I just really couldn't get behind it. I had to disable all the shit because it was keeping me up during the afternoon.
Number one, everyone ever tries to do on Discord is gaslight the shit out of me. That's all they fucking do.
I don't know much about it because I don't participate. It got too much. I had to disable the notifications because I couldn't fucking sleep.
It wasn't about the notification for me. The simple fact is, literally, I went over there with my actual name and everything like that, and they straight up just gaslighted the shit out of me. Well, yeah, that's fucking stupid. If that's the case,
I was invited onto that Discord by.
Somebody's got to give you the server link or whatever, and then you can. It's pretty much a room. You get invited.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what does this have to do with my question? Nothing.
Yeah, we're kind of going on a tangent here.
Yeah, yeah.
It kind of had something to do with, we was talking about music and bears.
And animals,
and then all of a sudden, I think something about force and violence was the only way. We was talking about at some point, and then it kind of went pear-shaped from that point. So I'm just kind of like fucking add a little bit of the story as to what kind of. I kind of get the idea that there was an argument between you two. You know, like maybe
SFM said it wasn't a thing. And I think the argument with AI was that it was, and it kind of came down to.
Not actually what the argument was.
No, technically,
I'm not exactly sure. It went by so damn fast.
Who cares? Let's just get back to what we were talking about. Yeah, exactly. See, that threw us all off everything.
Okay, well,
I don't know what it was all about. I mean,
no, I'll get back to him later.
I mean, maybe that might be something to discuss one-on-one.
No, that is going to be a one-on-one discussion, and I'm going to prove my fucking point.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, on the one hand, it seems like a thing, but on the other, we humans like to project human emotions and feelings upon other things, especially animals.
Yes,
and
yes.
what we mistake, what we mistake as, oh look, he understands me playing music is really more or less like, the fuck is this? Okay, do I gotta fight it? Can I eat it, or can I fuck it? That's really like in the animal brain. That's really the only three things that goes on. Can I fight it, fuck it, or eat it?
Oh, no, actually, no. You got to remember, fighting and eating are in one and the same.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you got to fight it to eat it. I mean, do I have to fight it to protect myself, or do I have to fight it because I'm hungry and I need to eat it?
I mean, it depends what you're talking about. If you're talking about a bear, no, you just need to go ahead and lay down the bear. Talking about a cougar, you need to lay that down too.
Well, yeah, the teeth and the claws and the teeth and the claws and the teeth and the claws. I mean, yeah, you ain't getting nowhere with that goddamn thing. A bear can outrun your ass.
Oh yeah, a lot of people don't understand. Bears can run 40 miles an hour.
A human can only run at most.
Outrun 9mm.
Like what? Usain Bolt can like 30 miles an hour max?
Oh, actually, a 9mm will not actually take down a bear.
Oh hell no, not a 9mm.
Actually, it would just piss it
Couple
off.
magazines of it would.
Yeah, you literally have to be going at such a fast rate with your back pedal, and you'd have to unload about at least two. I want to say around 2 clips or 2.5 into the bear
directly into the head.
Yeah, before it actually would stop and get to you. And then even after that, it would still be going a little bit in that movement of that post-death movement. So
44 Magnum.
I guess I'm going with a 50 cal.
You want to stop a bear.
Actually, tell you the truth, you can use a 45 cal and actually get shit done.
357 mag.
Unload about 2 magazines of a 45 cal and a bear's head. If you actually have that accurate shot, you'll be all right.
Hey, British guy, do you know a lot about guns?
Hey, British guy, come on, man. Hey, British guy.
0.56, they take them down.
And he
5.56?
7.76 hollow point. Fucking take a bear down, not a problem.
I think I just got schooled.
Yeah, Psalm Hoka kills bears with his bare hands.
Yeah, man, Hogan's badass. You know.
Psalm, because y'all kill bears on a regular. I was like, yeah, because Hoka kills bears with his bare hands. He kills bears with Hulk hands. that fake toy Hulk hand shit is done.
Who's Hulk Ant?
Humans can't run very fast, but we are the farthest distance runners in the animal kingdom.
I guess if we ran on all fours, we could achieve.
No, we're not. Actually, you're inaccurate on that. The wild dogs in Africa actually can run 40. They can run 40 miles an hour for a straight up hour. No human can actually accomplish that.
40 miles an hour for an hour? Did you say?
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, wild dogs in Africa can do that.
Yeah, they're chasing. I remember watching.
No human can accomplish that. Period.
African plains where they was chasing after a buffalo for fucking ages and ages and ages, and then this fucking dog, it went after another, and then it got away back into the herd, and this fucking dog was like just belting off after the other flipping dogs, and it just kept on going and going and going. It's like, fuck me, it's that thing tiring out. Fucking wild dogs to take down a buffalo. Well, they got the fucking buffalo in the end, and this fucking dog that was like well behind just caught up with them. It's like, fuck me, man, how fucking fast was you going? I mean, it's amazing, absolutely amazing. Nature is fucking awesome. It teaches us every single fucking day not to fucking. It teaches us.
Well, it teaches literally. Don't sit there and think you're better. Don't think you're out of that game.
Yeah, basically it teaches you that that although that we've mastered the world in somewhat, we're not the ultimate master of the world.
No, we're not. We're not on the top of the food chain. We might be on top of the food chain if you've got a blinking bog on, but then other than that, you're not. You just based upon your own hands and feet. We ain't got fucking.
You go out in the bush, a lion ain't gonna think twice to eat your ass.
Well, I mean, even something like a deer, a deer with antlers. You piss a deer with antlers off. It's gonna come off your ass. And yet deers tend to be real placid creatures. But if you piss it off, fuck me, you don't want to get them antlers stuck up your ass.
Antlers, well, them hooves either.
Yeah,
they will fuck you up with them hooves. They aren't.
You seen what a horse does to a guy when it boots him in the chest? It's like them fucking horses tend to. Placid as fuck, aren't they? But you get on the wrong side of them, bull, fucking, you know about it.
Now, if anyone ever seen,
I've been booted by a horse. I know what it feels like.
If anyone ever seen a horse in real life, just
straight kick a motherfucker.
Do that actual. The actual thing they do, where they do like a
fucking ants,
jump up and all that shit in a closed area, you'll know real quick. Like, hold the fuck on. That thing could actually kill the fuck out of me right now.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a real quick understanding, like, hold the fuck on.
Well, I mean, look at the bullet ant. If you get like flipping stung, I mean, I did that once, just to see how manly I was. Get stung by a bullet ant, fuck me. And 2 bullet ants, nah, I think I'd pass out. So even bullet ants, get 5 or 6 or 10 of them on your body. And
you call them bullet ants. They're called. We call them something different in their documentaries, especially when we're talking about.
Fuck me, they hurt. It's fucking proper pain.
That's the one they use in rituals and shit, like the.
You only got 30 minutes to get to the hospital. Or get
Jesus, it does. It feels like a bullet's going through your body. It's insane. If you've ever been stung by a hornet, it's like being stung by 200 hornets all in one go. Fuck me.
Dude, I'm not even signaling virtue right here. I'm dead ass serious. I literally dodged fucking bees and hornets in my life.
I don't blame you.
Neither do I.
That was literally a real thing. We're sitting outside talking to homeboys. We were just sitting there having a smoke and everything like that. And boom, I saw it positioned and it was coming right for me. I'm like, nah, fuck that.
Especially wasps, I mean, like I remember I used to work with my dad down the there's this market area that I used to in my city, and I used to work with him. And during when I'm having my lunch, these wasps would come around, and I would just bolt automatically.
Yeah, I dodged them my whole life. I've never been stung by one. That's how good I am. I couldn't even tell you if I'm allergic.
I stuck my hand out of a moving car once, and a fucking bee come right along and hit my fucking hand, like just out of no damn where. Like, are you fucking kidding me? My
bee stings.
My sister left a can of pop, a can of cola, sitting outside, and she left it for like an hour or so, and turned around and come back and picked up this can of cola and put it right up to her lips, and there was a bee right there, and it fucking stung her right on her lip.
Ooh.
Has anybody seen a pissed up bee? A pissed up wasp?
Oh yeah, they get fucking pissed, man.
You just call a bee a wasp?
Start dive bombing you and shit.
Yeah, man, the funniest fuck.
The
wasp. Fuck.
Bees and wasps
They're trying
are
to fly off.
different.
It's like, yeah, fuck it. They're fucking okay. And there's another one about giving spiders drugs. Seen that one?
Like coconut spiders?
No, yeah, coking up, giving them LSD, giving them weed, giving them alcohol, just to see how they spin the webs.
Oh no, I ain't seen that. Oh, it was
it's funny as fuck.
Does that really work? Because I would think they wouldn't have the brain neurology to get affected by the drugs.
Yeah, but
you go watch the video, you'll be laughing your tits off. They give this fucking hunting spider some cannabis, and it builds a fucking hammock. It's funny as fuck.
It builds a hammock?
It builds a hammock instead of building its fucking nest. It just fucking puts like 3 or 4 strands together and just sits there. And then it gives it coke. And this thing's fucking going round and round its fucking web about 500 miles an hour and ends up building about 60 fucking webs. It's brilliant. It really is.
It builds the Statue of Liberty.
It's fucking funny as fucking spiders on drugs. I'll get you the video. It's funny.
I saw the cats on drugs one. The cats on LSD. This fucker was just trembling in the damn cage. It was so sick. But and then the rats where they had that timer, and you know they were trying to affect the measure the effects of drugs and their perception of time. And the ones on coke were like hitting that buzzer real quick, trying to get that treat. And the ones on weed were just like, yeah, whatever. And it took them like twice as long to even hit the button, but there was a small window where they were supposed to hit the button to get the treat. And yeah, the ones that were on coke were just hammering the fuck out of that button. And the ones that were on weed were just like, yeah, fuck this shit.
Well, I remember watching one where they gave a female and a male, that was about to mate, weed.
Rats.
And the female's like that stoned. She didn't even eat the spider. She didn't even look at the spider. He's like, whoa, fuck, what's going on? And just walks off. It's like stoned female spider. They tend to eat the spider, don't they, to feed them for their eggs. She just couldn't be bothered. It's like, fucking hell, that's brilliant.
Hey, no filter. You might want to add a couple more people, depending, to be hammers on your chat there. We got a couple that almost slipped away. SFM been looking, I know for sure, but we got one guy looked like that just got his ass hammered.
I saw Trace. Is it Trans Gamer?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Lewis, I don't know what he said. Staying Free can tell you because he can be able to look back and see what it was. But Lewis is cool people. Shingles is cool people. Jeff Burns, John Kramer, they're cool people. You can put any one of them guys as your hammers, and they'll do the job for you.
What's a hammer? What's the hammer?
The moderator.
Odds.
The band hammer.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not hammer. It's gods.
Oh, the god. Yeah, he's the god.
He's the dungeon master.
The DM. Yeah. Roll your D20 and shut up.
That's something that we probably all.
What did Trans Gamer say to get?
I don't know what he said. SFM's the only one that I see right now with the hammer. He could tell you.
What he said?
Trans Gamer normally comes around and trolls all the time.
He tried to troll one of my streams with these guys once.
He's an AM fan like a motherfucker. So anywhere he sees me at, he's immediately gonna start trolling. He's gonna start talking shit, no hesitation. That's how it's gonna go down.
Oh damn!
Yeah. I reckon
you'll get it. You'll get it.
But the weirdest thing, nobody even let me finish. That's weird. How you just automatically just start talking again. Trans Gamer is only like what? I don't know. He's literally a teenager. Not even that old. He's like fucking 13, 14, maybe 15.
I gotta go pee. I'll be back in a second.
How the fuck did it come across? Well, never mind.
Like I had to
Yeah,
announce
yeah.
that.
That's something that I've been interested about. Is what do you guys? How do you guys feel about either people who haven't had relationships or just like really young people like becoming quote unquote a part of the community? I mean, there's obviously going to be some amount of disconnect since they haven't had the firsthand experience, but that doesn't actually stop them from understanding.
Oh no, they're gonna come
work.
around no matter what. There's nothing like in reality. You just put age restriction on your videos, and then I've actually had that multiple times. And when they show up, you're like, dude, you just I guess you just make time, bro.
Are you talking about guys who's never had a relationship?
No, he's talking about the young dudes, like the 16-year-olds, the 16-year-olds, and like the fucking 18-year-olds and shit like that. Because I've dealt with that a lot.
No, I'm not just talking about them. I mean, like I have a friend who's 21, and he's well, actually, I don't know if he is autistic or not, but you know, he's at least like got some slightly autistic tendencies and whatnot, and pretty antisocial, but
he's on the spectrum.
he's never had relationships and whatnot. Now he does understand a lot of the concepts of MGTOW, of course, but there's definitely like I don't see him actually ever really trying to seek out any of this information, so I guess it wouldn't apply for him. But if he was, you know, I guess there's no difference between them and us other than the experience firsthand. I don't know.
No, it's not about the experience. It's about your understanding and comprehension.
Well, I mean, experience allows you to understand things better, though, is what I'm saying. So,
you mean? Yeah. I mean, I've had that. I mean, I've had that thought about TFLs until I listened to one of TFM's videos discovering about. Well, I mean, the whole point of being a TFLer is you're brooding about no woman would want me. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? And this kind of ties with No Filter as well. If you're a loner for most of your life, and you hadn't had a lot of relationships, then most of the process is already done for you. It's just taking the step further. That's the whole point.
Well, yeah, and you know, I heard about TFL long before I heard about MGTOW. I heard about TFL in like 2010, and I was looking at it like, okay, maybe this kind of describes me, but it's like, no, wait a minute, there's something else. I just didn't quite feel like this described me, because like I've tried, but at the same time, it's like, you know, what the hell else do I gotta do to prove myself? I mean, I got a good job. I'm going to school. I take care of my mom. I mean, isn't that exactly what I've been told you should do? Like, wait a minute, there's something else going wrong here. It can't just be me.
Yeah.
And then even some of the women that I was, you know, had a thing for, I look back on it now and it's like, my God, what the fuck was I thinking? Even the ones that I had been with, it's like, what the fuck was I thinking? And it's like, oh yeah, I just wanted to get laid.
The crazy thing is, we go looking for all the sluts, thinking that we're going to get somewhere with them, and then we just get fucking bent, and then expect not to get bent.
I'm in a situation now, and the last girl that I dated, her grandfather is a preacher. Which is one thing, yeah, but there's a whole bunch of clusterfuck shit going on with that. Yeah, but I just found out that one of the guys that I'm working with, not only am I working with in that factory, but I'm working with on the same shift we're kind of a skeleton crew on the third shift, me and two other guys. And it's me and one of the guys, like a 60-year-old black guy, you know, he's cool as fuck. He's one of those, you know, back in the day. He'd tell you all kinds of shit, you know, back in the day. But he's 60-some years old. He's close to retiring. He don't give a fuck anymore because, you know, he knows in a couple of years he can collect disability and fuck everybody else. But there's this other kid that's like 23 years old, some shit like that. and I'll be 34 coming up next month. And I'm talking to him, and I'm like, yeah, you know, all this shit going on, and there was a specific thing that went on with our plant, and off on a tangent, it was like, oh yeah, you know, just preachers' daughters and shit are especially the worst. I mean, you'd think one person that would have more influence and try to teach these people right, but no, preachers' kids are the worst. He goes, oh God, tell me about it. I'm dating one. Oh, but it's not her father, it's her grandfather. And I'm like, oh shit, don't tell me. She lives in such and such a town, right? Yeah, how'd you know? I said, oh yeah, and her grandfather, they got this church in such and such another town, right? Yeah, wait, what? Huh? I said, her name ain't such and such, right? What the fuck? Get out of here. I said, oh, it is, really? He goes, yeah, how the fuck did you know? I said, I dated her 4 years ago. Like, fucking really? He's looking at me like, really? Goddamn, really? I'm like, yeah, I dated her 4 years ago. How in the fuck is that possible? How in the fuck is that going on there? Like, what the fuck? Well, so there's been a lot of shit, and I told him exactly what I went through about her and whatever, and he's still kind of on this thing of, oh yeah, but I put a stop to this, and I said this, and she's not doing that, and oh, she's great to me, and this, dude, it's an act. It's an. I'm not even talking about her specifically now. I'm talking about women in general.
Yeah, her moral state, and then they're fucking really not. I mean,
well, she goes on about, well, I tell my grandfather everything. My grandfather this and my grandfather. I said her grandfather right now is the crown jewel, the man of men, the king of kings when it comes down to men in her eyes. So, of course, she's going to bend over backwards to do any and everything that man says, because he's the only person that she can really count on for provision at this point.
Bleak and dark, but when he dies, no.
No, I'm getting to that. Because this dude was like, oh, yeah, well, you know, I'm here and you're supposed to be marrying me. You want to be in this relationship, which, of course, I was in that whole shit 4 years ago. And it only took me a month and a half. And I saw what it was. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. That's exactly where I'm like, I can't deal with this shit. I can't deal with the pressure, the having to please you and your family and everybody else at the same time. Fuck it. But he's on this shit of, well, I told her I was tired of all this God and Jesus stuff, and that I wasn't going to be able to just marry her right away because I had to this and that. And he goes, oh, and she agreed with me, and she said she'd wait for a while and she'd back off on the God and stuff thing. And it's like, okay, she's not doing that for you. She's doing that for her. She's playing the long game right now. She's conceding the point now. So that eventually in a couple of months to maybe a year, when she knows she's really got you where she wants you, she's going to turn that shit around. I said, but right now she's going to agree and go with anything you say, because you're the only thing that's stopping her from you're the only thing that's going to pick her up from her situation, having to live under her mother and all this other shit right now. You're the only thing that's not keeping her in that situation. She's going to go along with you so she can move out of her mother's house, move away from her grandparents, find a new life, and then next thing you know, it'll be all what she wants, where she wants to go, what she wants to do. So you think you're on top right now, you think you're the big dog and calling the shots, and you're not. You are not. Oh, well, I got this thing on lock. I said, no. Right now, you're a trained circus monkey. And you better keep banging that drum, and you better keep crashing those fucking cymbals, because the moment you do stop doing that shit for a second to even scratch your ass, she's going to start finding a fault with you. And once she finds one fault, she'll find another and another and another. And next thing you know, you were the biggest asshole that ever walked this planet. Oh, well, I don't know about all. Well, you'll find out later on. And see, this ain't even my. This ain't. Oh, he just dipped, didn't he? All right. If you're still listening, whatever. See you later, SFM.
All right, then.
But see, this ain't even the biggest thing. See, of course, because this dude works at the same place I do, and I've worked there for a couple of years now. He's only worked there for about the last year. So this coming week, this Thursday, we have what we call an open house. We basically, shut production down pretty much almost, and we open the doors up. We let the public come in, look at our operation. We have a bunch of catering and stuff, so we got, all kinds of food and this and that and sample stuff to give out and to show people and whatever. And I look at this dude. We were just talking about this a couple days ago. I said, so you're with her and everything like this, and you're on that list of bringing people and how many people? I said, you're pretty much going to bring her along, aren't you? He goes, yeah, I'm probably going to bring her. She's going to be there. I said, well, you have talked to her about knowing who I am and that I work here and whatever. Oh, yeah, she thinks you're weird. Like, yeah, of course she thinks I'm fucking weird. Anybody without a personality is going to think somebody like me is fucking weird. I mean, a surgeon is going to see blood and guts and go, eh. But, somebody just off the street's going to see some blood and guts and go, oh, my God, something's going on. I said, yeah, this girl has no fucking personality. She has no hobbies. She was one of them pageant girls or whatever when she was 9 years old. She's still stuck on that shit. It's like, maybe if she learned to play the guitar and sing a little bit, maybe she'd have some kind of something going on for her. So I'm kind of in this situation because he did mention to her about that I worked, oh yeah, well, I work with one of your ex-boyfriends. Oh, who? Oh, well, Mike. Well, Mike who? Well, Mike so-and-so. I'm not going to give my last name. Like I said, Mike is just a generic enough name. I'm not worried about being doxxed on that. But, Mike so-and-so. Oh, him. He automatically gets that, oh, him. And it's like, well, come on, man. Like, I had to break it off with her. Of course she's pissed at me. I had to break it off with her. What the fuck? So right now I'm at this point where I don't want to go about the route of just get away from me, go the fuck away from me. I don't want to talk to you because, of course, she's going to start that shaming shit of, oh, you're being rude, you're this, you're that, whatever. But I got this feeling this open house thing coming up on Thursday, she's going to be there and she might want to start trying to come up to me and fucking talk to me. And it's only going to be, hey, how have you been since we split up? How's your money situation? How's your job situation? How's your, how's all this and that? And I just don't want to deal with it. But it's just fucking ridiculous. I mean, this girl pretty much almost drops her religion at the drop of a hat because the guy she's with said so, and he don't understand that it's an act.
Yeah.
It's completely an act. That like he even told her. Because she snuck him in all that marriage shit and all that shit. And he turned around and said, you know what? I'm not marrying your family. I'm not marrying your mother. I'm marrying you. And he goes, you know what? If you want my honest opinion, I don't even want to get married right now. And he says, as quick as that, she just dropped the issue. Like, okay, well, that's fine. And it's like, no, she's not fine with that. She's fine with it now because she's hoping that maybe you'll change your mind later. She's playing the long game. And, he thinks he's got her on such a leash, and it's just fucking funny. Oh, she says she used to be the wild girl, though, all that when she was younger. I'm like, the girl's only 3. I knew her when she was fucking 19. She don't know what fucking wild is yet. That's pretty precious, isn't
it?
Yeah. She don't even know what 23. Fucking wild is yet.
Jesus. Ain't got a fucking clue, have they?
So she don't know what wild is yet. What the fuck? But yeah, I'm kind of at that point where I don't want her coming up to me going, "Hey, how you doing? You know, how long you been working here? How much money you making? You still living with your aunt? Whatever this, that, whatever." I'm fucking, I don't want to hear. I don't want to even talk to you. I stopped talking to her because she started lying. She pulled some bullshit about, girl, well, what would you think if I said I like to be with girls or I wanted to date a girl or whatever? And and some people, a bunch of them at work, like, oh yeah, well, I'd be like, can I watch? And a couple years ago, and I'm still kind of that way. If I were to be that way, I'm more traditional. One person at a time. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
If you were to be, if you like to be with a woman or whatever back in the day, I don't care. If anything happened between us and we weren't together anymore and you wanted to be with a woman, I don't care either. But cheating is cheating no matter what it is with a man or a woman. So while I'm with you, it's just me and you. It's not me, you, and some other girl. And it's not going to count. No, it's going to count. I don't care. So she started on, well, what's wrong with you? What's gotten into you? And I'll tell you what's gotten into me. You come up to me talking this bullshit out of fucking nowhere like I'm not supposed to react to it. And then turn around and, oh, well, I'm sorry. I was just texting somebody else. It was somebody else. You're dealing with an Android phone here. You got a conversation thing going on now. It's not like the old shit before. No. You knew who the fuck you were talking to. So what did you mean by it? And, of course, she's going to do whatever the fuck she wants to do anyway behind my back because it was pretty much proven when the next week I'm like, well, you seem like you don't want to hang out with me on Saturday. What's going on? Oh, I want to hang out with you. Well, why not? Well, me and my friend, we're going to a Rob Zombie concert. Okay, well, where, let me get the thing to the box office. Let me go buy a ticket and we'll all ride together and do what? Oh, no, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. I looked it up.
Doing another guy.
No, it was another girl.
Fuck.
It was another girl. It wasn't another guy. It was another girl. But no, it was, oh, well, you can't do that and this and that because of this and that. Well, I looked it up and it's like, oh, well, Rob Zombie isn't even touring for another month. And the first date is in San Francisco, California. And he's not even going to be in our area for another 8 months. So you're fucking lying to me. Why are you lying to me? What is the need? You already got me singled out to want to marry me and this and that and everything else. You got the date set. You got all this and that shit set. Why are you starting shit tests now when you've already told me that I'm the one you want to be with? Well, I knew you would do this stuff. That's why me and my mom come up with this plan to try to trap you in a trap. And you know what? All right, if this is what you're going to do, fuck it. I can't handle it. I can't be with somebody that's going to do this shit. I can't handle it. And that's pretty much how it was. She tried to pull and now, like I said, she's acting like this dude here, or what he's telling me is that she pretty much worships the ground he walks on, and oh, she buys me stuff all the time, and she does this and she does that. I'm like, you just wait. She's gonna get to a point where she's got your ass in the corner where she wants you, and you're gonna be fucked. Oh, I don't think I know how to deal with her, man. I know how to do. Okay, yeah, you'll see. You'll fucking see. I'm just laughing like whatever. And he even said, because he mentioned me to her. Well, she says she doesn't want me talking to you about her anymore. I wonder why, dude. I fucking wonder why. She don't want you getting the inside scoop on what somebody else has already done, because she's already changed her tactics up enough to where she knows exactly what she wants and she knows how she's going to get it. She knows what failed and she knows what works. So yeah, of course. She was, 4 years younger and way inexperienced with me. She was boring as fucking wheat toast. I mean, I told her I can't remember a conversation I ever had with her except for our first date. I remember saying something about what music do you like, and she brought up Britney Spears and then went, "Don't judge." That's the only fucking conversation I fucking remember ever having with this girl.
I think that's one of the biggest problems with women in general. I mean, just so many of them are so vapid and unentertaining. They have no likes other than, you know, pretty shiny things and I don't know, food. Like, I mean, they're legit. They're legit. Like, I mean, if you ever wanted to use the term nether ape for a person, I mean, I really hope that's a woman that you're calling a nether ape. Because
talking about unenlightened, nether ape, unenlightened.
Yeah, I mean, because I mean, even like blue pillars.
Even the dude I'm talking to. No, this dude already has a kid with a woman that ran off to go to Florida about a year or something ago. He's already got a kid with a woman that's fucking out of state now. I told him, I said, dude, you don't want to be married again. Do you really want this shit on top of what you already got going on with another kid? Like, dude, think about it. You go, oh, yeah, I know. I've done called the whole marriage thing off. If we're just going to hang around together and whatever, then we'll be fine. I'm like, no, she's not going to be fine with it. She's going to be fine with it now because she's still trying to put you on that hook. Give her a couple of months and she'll bring it up again, and she'll bring it up again. And by about a year, she'll be pissed at keeping on bringing it up and bringing it up. And by that time, she'll want to try to break it off because now you're not providing her what she wants. She's going to give you an ultimatum in about a year or so. Trust me. This woman, I mean, this woman's got to take a handful of meds to even be anything close to fucking normal on any given day. I found that shit out a little bit later after I started dating her. And no shingles, the sex was not good. She laid there like a fucking starfish. I fucking ate her out twice and she never licked my shit fucking once. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Try to give me a fucking gorilla arm hand job with this nasty ass fucking massage lotion. While her sister was in the next room fucking beside of me. Yeah, fuck all that shit. Couldn't even come over fucking spend a night or two without some dumb bullshit going on.
Damn, man, you been through some shit with some females. God damn, man, what the fuck?
This is just the one I dealt with recently. The one I dealt with before her fucking come to find out she was married, which I kind of knew that going in. But I'm like, all right, shit happens, whatever. You know, of course, I'm in my blue pill days, you know, whatever. Okay, could have been the guy's fault. He was an asshole, whatever. Things started slowly coming out about, well, you know, he divorced me. Okay, so what was going on? Oh, well, I cheated on him. Once? Once? No, once? I mean, was it a once thing? No, like several times, like for a year or more. Just several guys for a fucking year. Wait, fucking what? And how long ago was this? Oh, well, at the beginning of the year we split up, but by the time it was May or May or the beginning of June, the divorce papers were signed.
Damn.
I met you in the beginning of fucking July and our first date was the middle of August. So you're telling me that the fucking ink on the divorce papers hadn't even dried? What the fuck? Oh, well, he's an ex for a reason. You got to understand, he's an ex for a reason. Yeah, he exed you, right? I mean, she didn't even get the fucking house that they lived in.
Damn.
He ended up having to fucking buy her half out. Of course, they didn't have any kids or whatever. They had 2 dogs, which, of course, you know, that dog was fucking her world. She moved over from one studio apartment to the next right beside of it because it allowed pets. And I helped her move in. Didn't even get a fucking blowjob or nothing for all that fucking effort. But when she got that dog from her ex and everything, the one that was supposed to be hers, she couldn't even come over to my fucking place. And granted, and like I said, this, you know, blue pill days, whatever, you can take whatever as whatever. I was driving 90 miles one way just to fucking see her. From Northeast Ohio to fucking Erie, Pennsylvania, just to see her.
The simpery in your story, you sound just like the blue pill dade me.
Oh, I was blue pill as fuck, and I'm not gonna fucking deny it.
Oh, I'm not clowning you for it. You just sound like me. You just sound like the shit that I would do.
But see, on my point of view, it was like, man, that's just gonna show her how much I really care for her. You know, I'm traveling all this way, and I'm going out of my way, and going through all this trouble, and man, I'm really showing her that I can commit, and that I'm being a good guy, and I'm being a good person. And all I got was shit on every fucking step of the way. And what pretty much ended it was, come the one weekend, the place that I worked at the time, we made a lot of like toys. We made a lot of yard toys, and we made a lot of kids' toys and stuff like that. And so about around August, September, something like that, the business really, really picked up because we had to hurry up and build the stock up for December when everybody started Christmas shopping for the kids. So there was points in time where I worked the swing shift. I worked 12 hours a day, 2 on, 2 off, 3 on, 2 off. You know, like every other weekend, I had Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. But then every other weekend, I had to work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It was a weird schedule. But it was one of those things where they went down the line of, we need overtime for the other shift. And if you don't volunteer, you're going to end up having to work one of these weekends if you get on the list or down far enough on the list where we go. So I turned around and said, you know what? No, I want to work this weekend, and I want to work this other week or whatever like that, so that this other particular weekend, I know I have off because I want to spend with the girl. So I worked 7 12s in a fucking row, breaking my fucking back, killing my fucking hands and arms. I mean, I probably got carpal tunnel from it. It's not as bad as it used to be because I'm not working them as bad as I used to work them anymore. But I used to have fucking pain shooting up my arms so bad that I would toss and turn and moan and groan all fucking night. And I went over to her place that night. Of course, she pissed and bitched about me showing up in my fucking pajama bottoms. It's like, bitch, I worked fucking 7 12s. I got a shower after I came off the fucking work that morning, got a little bit of sleep, and I got up and drove the 90 miles to go and fucking see you.
I'll be back.
I got jeans and whatever in my fucking bag that I brought if you want me to change, but, you know, I'm fucking trying to be comfortable and shit. What the fuck? Well, you could have at least showed up in this and that. And okay, whatever. So we go to sleep that night, and of course that carpal tunnel shit really starts hitting me, and I'm tossing and turning like crazy. And now the girl that I was with, I will have to admire her. She was a volunteer firefighter. Now, I don't know how good of a job she did on the job, but she, yeah, Timothy, a bitch, I work 7 12s. But she was a volunteer firefighter. She had her whole pager thing, that radio thing. So, I mean, when that fucking thing went off and her phone went off saying, oh, this and that, she had to get up and go. I understand that. She even had a class on, I can't remember what the hell the acronym was for it now, but basically she had to learn how to use the jaws of life to get people out of like a crushed car or some shit like that. I understood that. But at the same time, it's like I put in all this fucking effort so that I can make sure to have this weekend to be with you. And now you're like, oh, well, I can't sleep, and you're keeping me up at night. And maybe you should just go on home because this ain't working out right. Like, really? All right, whatever. So the next morning she gets up, she goes to her class. I lay there sleeping now because my arms are finally feeling better. And then this was right before Halloween. And it's like, you know, I kind of want to, because I haven't done it in years, I kind of want to, you know, carve pumpkins. You know, it's a little childish thing to do, but whatever. You know, it's kind of cutesy. Let's do it as a couple, whatever. So she goes, yeah, sure, no problem. But I got something going on today. Well, what is that? Well, I got a dog trainer that's going to, you know, try to assess my dog and whatever and see what's going on with her and how we can help train her and this and that. And I really kind of don't need you around. And I'm like, oh, okay, because the dog don't need extra distractions from other people. And she goes, yeah. Okay, that's fine. I said, you know what? I brought a load of clothes with me because I needed to hit a laundromat somewhere. I got to go to the store downtown to get a few things. And I want to go to this produce stand to get the pumpkins. So I'll be a couple of hours. So sure. Yeah, whatever. So I spent like 3 hours in a town that I didn't even fucking know any damn thing about, except for I used my GPS to get where I needed to go. Come back to her place, and the dog trainer is still there. So I'm like, okay, I'll sit out here, and it was when I still smoked. I'll smoke a couple cigarettes, wait for the dog trainer to get out. Dog trainer comes out, her and the dog, and this flirt stick or whatever that they're playing around with the dog with, and this other guy that comes out. And I'm like, okay, well, this is a pit bull we're talking about, so maybe the trainer had to have this other guy with her just in case something happened. Okay, fine. So I sit there a little bit longer, looking up ideas on how to carve these pumpkins because I'd already bought these big ass fucking pumpkins and shit. And so a little while later, the dog trainer leaves. It was just the woman trainer, no other guy, no nothing. I'm like, okay, so who the fuck is this guy sitting here? So I take the keys out of the car that I was in and, shut the door and everything. And I go up, and I had her key to the apartment at the time. She gave me the key to her apartment. So I had her clothes. Of course, I said something about washing a load of my clothes. She gave me a load of her clothes to wash while I was washing them. Okay, sure, no problem. So I bring her clothes in, and it's like, I open the door, and there's this guy standing here with this other dog and shit, and, like, what's going on here? And the guy looks over at me and looks over at her and goes, who's this? Oh, that's my friend, Mike. That's my friend, Mike. I'm like, what, your friend? Your friend? I have a key to your apartment, and we've been dating for a good while now. Like what? I just fucking put the basket down, turned around, got back in the fucking car, and drove uptown for a minute. She's calling me on my phone. What's the matter with you? What's going on? What's this? What's that? I said, oh, I'm just your fucking friend now? So who the fuck was this guy? Well, he's my ex-husband. He wanted to have his dog over or whatever to have the trainer assess him too, his dog too. And you couldn't have fucking told me that? And you couldn't have told this guy that you were dating me? I mean, it was kind of obvious by me having the key to get in your fucking place and me carrying the whole basket full of your fucking clothes. Oh, well, I said, well, it seems like to me you still have a thing for your ex. Oh, well, fuck you. I don't have a thing for my ex. Right there, that kind of fucking proves it, don't it? So I go back to her place after all that shit blew over, and we started talking and everything, and it got kind of late, so we went to sleep. The next morning come along, and she goes, well, I got to thinking about it, and I think we should just go back to dating. Because this whole being around each other thing for longer than that just ain't working out. I said, so in other words, we're taking a step backwards, right? She's kind of like, yeah, that's kind of it. So methodically, I just took the key off of my keychain that I had on. I set it down on the end table. I said, well, I guess I'm not going to need this anymore, am I? I gathered my shit, didn't say a fucking word, walked out the door, got in the car, put the key in the ignition, turned it over, and fucking drove off.
Damn.
She's texting me about fucking 6 hours later. Well, you're not supposed to do that to a long-distance girlfriend and this and that and whatever. And I didn't even answer. I wasn't even like, fuck it. Because I went, as soon as I left from her place, because I had just got a PS3. I never had a PS3 before. I got one from this rent-to-own place. Whatever. But I got one from a rent-to-own place a week before. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck all this shit. I worked that 7 fucking days of 12s. I got a lot of fucking money that I got from that shit. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go to this fucking video game store, this secondhand store. I'm going to buy me about 2 or 3 fucking games. And I'm going to go home and I'm going to play them the rest of this weekend. And fuck that bitch. She starts calling me at well, you know, you're right. I shouldn't be talking to my ex-boyfriend and this and that and whatever. And like, where's this all coming about? Like, yeah, you shouldn't have been. You shouldn't have this. You shouldn't have that. I mean, you still have a thing for him. What the fuck?
You've been some shit. God damn it, man.
Anyways, I'm gonna call
so,
it an evening, guys. So
it eventually came down to where I split from her. Yeah. See you later. It eventually came down to where I said, you know what, fuck it. I ain't gonna, you know, whatever. And I did kind of simp a little bit and try to talk to her again, but there was this whole fireman's ball shit she wanted me to go to at the beginning of the next month. Are you still going to go with me to the fireman's ball? Like, fuck no, I'm not. She ended up having to go with her best friend, her girlfriend or whatever, her, you know, friend that was a girl. Of course, this bitch couldn't get over her ex-boyfriend after 6 fucking months of chasing him around. And what was fucking funny was I had more in common with her friend than I even did her.
Damn, it's fucked up.
And, you know, and that ain't the fucking... Like I said, the first girl I was with, she wanted to argue with me about thermal expansion.
Man,
we're,
you know what?
We're laying there in bed one night. It's about January in Northeast Ohio, fucking cold as fuck, the asshole of fucking America almost. And so we got them electric baseboard heaters up under the window, and this thing kicks on. And so you hear it kick on, and then of course the tick 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 from the, you know, the metal expanding and all that in this electric baseboard heater. Oh my God, what is that? What's going on? What is that? What is that noise? It's the baseboard heater. Why is it doing that? Well, don't you know things expand and contract in the heat and the cold respectively? I mean, this thing is just heating up, and now all the elements are, you know, expanding and kind of rubbing against one another. It does not. This sure as fuck it does. You ain't never been to fucking school and heard physics? I mean, come on. What the fuck? So I said, you know what? Just shut the fuck up, go to bed. You know, whatever. I'm not arguing with you. Well, it comes around about 2 or 3 months later. We're watching this shit on Food Network and whatever the fuck. It was supposed to have been this, you know, like candy and all this shit. It was this world's largest candy stand, some goddamn where in bumfuck Massachusetts. I don't fucking know where. I can't remember where now. It's been so long. But, oh yeah, this candy stand is so many feet and so many inches, but give and take in the summertime for the expansion. Well, I get this punch in my fucking shoulder. Like, fuck you. I looked over and what the fuck is your problem? Oh, you always got to be right, don't you? Like, what do you fucking mean I always gotta be right? And this is physics. Fucking what's his name? Not Timothy Blades. The dude would look like he had the baseball card icon in his shit near in the chat. Speak up, man. Speak up. Talking about the Iowa tests. I got out of the 5th, 6th, and 7th grade the highest score out of the whole 5th, 6th, and 7th grade testing range for science in that 1 year. And that bitch is going to tell me about thermal expansion. What the fuck?
Dude,
you always got to be right. It's like, no, you can sit there and argue with me about how many times I've done the dishes, how many times I've taken out the garbage, how many times I've fucking, you know, whatever. But thermal expansion? No. You can't fuck with me on that. That was my best subject in school, was physics and science. This isn't a matter of me being right. This is a matter of, take it up with fucking Isaac Newton. Take it up with fucking whatever. Take it up with, Macmillan and Sons, fucking Rand McNally, whatever the fuck who produced them books. Fucking, it ain't me.
It's scientific fact. That's what it is.
It's scientific fact. Yeah, she wanted to argue with me about scientific fact. I'm like, no. Fuck all that shit. Of course, she was the one that, of course, was on disability because, bipolar and borderline personality disorder, and thought she can sit around at home playing Final Fantasy XI all day while I worked, and then turn around and expect me to cook dinner, wash the dishes, vacuum the floor, and all this, and goes, well, the contribution to the household that I do is the money that I get from the government. That is my contribution to the household.
Oh my god.
I said, I work for my fucking money. What the fuck do you do?
Man.
This bitch actually, when we got, because she got the fucking she got the fucking the disability money, but she wanted to piss and bitch and moan about what we ate in the house. I'm like, you know what? Fine, I'll pay all the rest of the bills and whatever, but you're buying all the groceries. Because if you're gonna piss bitch, because me, I'm I come from the fucking South. I come from the hillbilly whole kind of thing.
Yeah.
I can eat fucking beans and potatoes and fucking biscuits and gravy and fucking ham hocks and shit like that. I can eat cheap shit and fucking be fine. She had to have pork chops and steak and chicken and all this shit every fucking night. It didn't matter. She didn't want to eat no hamburger, no nothing, because she was just above that. So I'm like, you know what? You're going to buy all the fucking food. All your money, whatever's going to buy the fucking food for the month. And would still piss and bitch about whatever it was that I made, because I was the only one that can cook. She couldn't cook for shit. She made ramen noodles so bad that you can eat them through a fucking straw. Like, what the fuck? I mean, I didn't know you could fucking burn ramen noodles. I didn't know you can overcook that shit. But, oh God, this bitch... Oh, it is my contribution to the household because of the money that I get. Well, whatever. I do all this shit. One month we went and there was a special on 12 packs of soda. And, of course, I like Dr. Pepper, too. I love Dr. Pepper. But I also like Pepsi. I like cola. And so we bought 3 cases of Dr. Pepper and a case of cola. So, all right, I don't like the cola. Well, fuck you. You don't have to drink the cola. There's 3 cases of fucking Dr. Pepper. Drink on that shit. I'll drink the fucking cola. It got down to where there was only 1 can of cola left. And this bitch waited until I called her on my lunch break. Hey, how you doing? Oh, yeah, I'm fine, this and that. That wasn't my fucking Pepsi, was it? I love you. No, that wasn't my fucking Pepsi, was it? Because I knew there was only 1 can of fucking cola in the house. And I'm sitting there, like, you ever had that fucking, that day where you have that meal you're going to make, or you have that something you're going to get, that drink you're going to have, that blunt you're going to smoke,
exactly
whatever.
What you're talking about.
You're tasting that motherfucker all day.
And you get him and some fuckers drank it.
And you know it's there. And then you get on the phone with her and you hear that. That wasn't my fucking Pepsi, was it? I love you. No, that wasn't my fucking Pepsi. Tell me that wasn't my fucking Pepsi. I had a headache and I had to have some caffeine. Fucking really? The bitch sitting there fucking talking about goddamn, I don't like Pepsi. I don't like this and I don't like that. Yeah, you'll goddamn sure fucking drink it if there ain't nothing else in the house, huh? Like, this bitch was so fucking self-entitled. It was just fucking nuts. She was the one, and this is the greatest part about it. She was the one, her greatest fantasy was to be raped by a dragon.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I get that reaction a lot. She wanted to be raped. She want. No. This ain't the best part. This ain't the best part.
Well, there's more.
We're laying there in bed one night, all right? And nothing in particular happened between us. It wasn't like we just got done with a fuck session or whatever. I mean, this was just a regular fucking, we got to go to bed type of night. And I'm laying there in the bed and everything is all quiet. And I hear, oh, hey, how are you? I ain't seen you in a while. What? Oh, yeah, me too. This and that. What the fuck? Who the fuck are you talking to? Shh. Shut up! It's my dragon outside. My dragon Valfor. Yeah. He ain't come around in like months. I ain't seen. What the fuck is going on here? She's literally fucking talking to nothing. She's talking to a dragon imaginary in her head. Like this bitch just showed up outside the fucking window talking to her telepathically. Oh, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing fine. Shut up. I'm talking to my dragon. What the fuck? I mean, you talk about third wheel type of shit.
Run, Barry, run.
Fucking what? No,
Sid, you should have said, or what's the scene next Friday when what's the chick name that was to play Day X and next Friday, and she was scratching his car up, and Craig was like, who that is? That was Tanya. Hey, Day, that crazy bitch outside.
That crazy bitch outside again. What's she doing with that big ass key? Man, she's scratching the shit out that car. Oh, fuck. And you're just going to stand there, man? What the fuck? No, my favorite goddamn part was that fucking brick in the goddamn window. And when they stopped and put the fucking whole goddamn window fell in. And all Craig could do was just sit there.
Hey, what's so funny? You know what need to be fucking a meme that on that Day dad shit. Like, hey, we do some crazy shit. Hey, Day, that crazy bitch outside again.
That crazy bitch outside again. Yeah.
I'm gonna make
Lewis, right there. Lewis, he's in the chat. He's listening right now. You fucker. Make that a thing. Day, that crazy bitch outside again. Lewis is the king of memes.
Man, make that
Louis
shit.
Nunez is the king of memes. That dude is going to make it. I know it.
Make this shit a meme, bro. I'll be fucking laughing my ass off at this shit.
Yeah, I had a situation that similar to like your Pepsi story, and but it was involving a game that I played on my phone back when I was stationed in Japan, and my girlfriend at the time, we both played this game or whatever. It was like some strategy building, collect coins type of thing or whatever, and I've been playing this shit for months. And this is gonna sound so stupid, but it's really not. But I literally had a shitload of fucking money that I saved up over the course of months in this game, and she literally throws it away. Playing like I don't know why she even had my fucking my phone to play my game or whatever, or to play my profile. But she bought like a volcano, some volcano thing or whatever, and it literally depleted my fucking money in the game, and I got fucking pissed. I was like 22, 23 at the time. I got fucking pissed. And then I fucking went into, because we were living in the barracks, so I went to my room and just fucking chilled there, went on the computer or whatever, and she's texting me and all this shit. And then I was like, man, I should let this go because, it's just a fucking game or whatever. Now looking back on it, I was like, nah, I should never have let that shit go. You're like, you know how to play the game. You know I've been trying to save money in the game. You were just shit fucking testing me to see how I would react if you fucking spend all my damn money.
She did that shit to me too on Final Fantasy 11 about wanting to try to grab my character and I got your character up to such and such a level. That's not the point. The point is I was supposed to do it myself.
It sounds so crazy how you're saying it because it's just a game.
We went and rented a couple of games from the video store, and one of them was I think like Burnout 3 or some shit like that. It was some shit I never played. But it was like fuck it, I want to play it, and so I'm playing it for a little while. And of course I got to go to work and everything. And she's sitting at home, and I come home and she's like, "Oh yeah, I done got through this part and this part and this part for you and everything. Look what I did." That's not the point. The point was I was supposed to get through that because it was the game I rented on my account on my save game. It's not the point of you going through it. It's the point of me going through it. If I wanted to fucking get all this shit, I would get a fucking cheat code or something. I would Game Shark or fucking Pro Action Replay that shit.
I was watching it was a YouTube video. I think it was a I forgot the guy's name. He was him and his girlfriend they do like prank videos. I think he streams a lot. I think Pretty Boy Fredo, whatever his girlfriend was, I forgot the shit was. It was a joke, and she had took his PS4 because he had played a prank on her, right? So he was like he was man, and I couldn't take that shit because I'd be pissed the fuck off. That's a lot of money you put in the system, in the console. And the whole thing was he played a joke on her. He played a prank on her. She didn't. Well, I guess she played a prank on. They both were playing pranks on each other. She took his PS4, bro, and I felt pissed the fuck off. He was talking about his my player, and the whole career thing. You know what I'm talking about? Like this guy that like you catch your own player, you scan your face into the shit. He got so far into it. His girlfriend literally she ended up she brought him a new one, tried to replace the shit, and told him this was basically this the one with my player on it. She took the shit, threw it in the fucking pool, and he he was pissed.
I think I saw that shit. Yeah.
Dude, and that dude talking about the whole thing. The dude was so fucking pissed the fuck off, and his girlfriend I think it was another video she did where she dropped his PS4 from the fucking parking lot balcony. And I said, dude, you know what, man? If I was a blue pill dude, I'd probably let this shit slide, dude. But that she done that shit many times. He's sitting there going along with this shit, and that's my problem with like the whole things with people think that because I was reading the comment section, and a lot of dudes be like, oh, it was a good prank, whatever. I'm like, dude, that's a $400 console, man.
It sounds silly for someone to get upset over a console, but you have to think about it. That could be somebody's fucking retreat from fucking having to go to work, deal with work,
but the thing is,
deal
like,
with society.
He has like I think he has like a 3 million subscribers. I think Pretty Boy Fredo. I think he has like 3 million subscribers. So that's his revenue. And I'm like, I kind of like, and I'll be pissed the fuck off too.
She fucking with his bread and butter.
Yeah, anything.
Oh my god!
And the crazy part about it, he's still with the chick, and she's still with the chick. And I remember it was a bet he lost. it was a challenge she did. She took his, but he paid $1,200 for some Jordans. I think these brand new Jordans, whatever. She put lighter fluid to the shit because he lost something. And she on fire. And I looked at this dude, and I said, you know what, dude? I don't even feel sorry for you, dude, because like she threw your PS4 in the pool. She dropped your PS4 for the parking lot balcony. From the parking lot edge, and now she fucking burning your shoes, and you still with this bitch. You know what, dude? I don't even feel sorry for you no more, dude. For the first time, I did. Like you just two blue pills. You blue pill as fuck, man. You need to get out of that shit, dude. But that's some scary shit, dude. Here's the thing: a prank is something to me. I can take one prank. Okay, cool. But she keep doing shit like that. That's a shit test, dog. I don't give a fuck what the fuck it is. And that dude was pissed the fuck off. Like his my player got deleted, and she deleted his my player. That dude was steaming the fuck up. I told you, bitch. I told you, bitch. I told you, bitch. That's my motherfucking my player. My streams.
You don't realize that shit. As much fucking energy and time as the dude put into that shit.
Exactly.
You don't realize that shit.
Exactly. That's why they don't understand. It could, like I said, a PS4 and Xbox can be somebody's retreat from fucking society or whatever, and you're just gonna sit there and you're just gonna fucking take this inanimate object and destroy it. That's
what one of my favorite things to do is if I have a really fucking pissed off day, really pissed off day, I'll put on some fucking shit on the radio or whatever to listen to, and I'll pull up the old classic Doom and grab the fucking shotgun and just blow through that motherfucker like, just fucking going at it. And usually by the end of that session, I'm like, man, I'm okay. I'm good. Everything's gonna be fine. It's gonna be good. But I've done that. I fucking put on some like hard ass fucking death metal, or even some people will give me shit, but whatever, some fucking ICP and shit. Some people don't like it because it's whatever, but I always thought of them as a novelty. But I put on some fucking like what the fuck, goddamn like Great Belenko or whatever the fuck, and then be playing fucking Doom and on the TV and shit, and just be blasting away fucking shit.
And it's like going back to what I was saying before. I don't even on video game that much. It's like females, they don't know when. Like a prank is to me is like, okay, you know what? You just do a friendly prank, right? Like y'all play jokes with one another. Like you throw a pie in somebody's face. But if somebody's livelihood, which is basic, I'm so fucking glad I don't fucking depend on YouTube to make a living, because YouTube is a fucking cesspool of fuckery, that fucked up shit that goes on. But that dude is he had 3 million. I think he still had 3 million subscribers. And when his girlfriend throw his fucking PS4 in the pool, I was beating the fuck up. I'm like, dude, that's that man livelihood. Like that's how, like it's because of that PS4. That because he brought he ended up buying the bitch a car. I don't know why the fuck you do this shit, but he brought the chick a car. And I said, dude, you know what, man? I understand you and everything, dude. I would have dumped the bitch after throwing my PS4 in the pool, bro. Yeah, that's my livelihood. You fucking with somebody's livelihood, dude. And to me, it's like these females don't understand that shit. But I guess the problem, and it's the reason why I'm so fucking loud and fucking red pill, bro. Is because I see so much fucked up shit goes on, and guys go, oh, that's an innocent prank. Nah, man. She threw your PS4 in the pool on purpose, dog. Threw that shit in the pool. She knew how fucking steamed up you was gonna fucking meet, end up buying you a brand new one. She's like, well, I brought you a brand new one. It ain't the fucking fact whether you brought it as brand new or not. That's his fucking livelihood. Like that's how he makes his fucking added revenue. That's how he paid for the house or the car he decides to buy. Like
you know what I don't get? I don't get like these YouTubers who actually make a decent amount of money through whatever that they do, whether it's freaking moto vlogging or fucking gaming or whatever, and then they invite their girlfriends into their fucking YouTube life. Yeah. And then they that girlfriend branches off, has a channel, gets all their fucking subscribers to go over there, and they just like they're pretty much giving their fucking wealth over to these fucking women. That shit baffles my fucking mind.
I've seen that shit too, yeah.
It baffles my mind. Like you have no idea. The second she can earn a living off her YouTube account, you are nothing. You are nothing. Oh, me and such broke up. We're not together anymore. I fucking wonder why. You got your own channel now, huh? Don't you? Don't
like the YouTuber I really fuck with, the YouTuber I fuck with really, and I'm so glad he don't do it, is X Chase Money when he be doing the walkthroughs and shit, because he's a real funny cat, real funny guy I fuck with. That's the only walkthroughs I really watch. I don't watch that PewDiePie bullshit that motherfuckers watch nowadays.
I can't stand that shit either. A lot of them I can't fucking stand, because it's that fake reaction that that shit, I can't fucking stand that shit.
It's like the whole thing for me, because I won't probably do a video on it, like trailer reactors. I fucking hate all people who react to trailers. You know why? Because that shit is so fucking fake. You're watching a fucking trailer. That shit is gonna change, and half the shit in the trailer ain't gonna fucking be in the fucking movie. So why the fuck are you still reacting to a trailer? It's like, dude, it's like, no, because even the point for me is like going back to what I was saying about the Chase Money thing. Is like he's the only one. He has a girlfriend, but his girlfriend doesn't get involved into his game and shit. Like she let him. He actually game. His girlfriend doesn't get nowhere near involved. And I'm so fucking happy. I'm like finally a YouTuber that fucking finally gets it. I don't watch YouTube, dude, for your bitch, man. I watch.
She's halfway there. You just have to get rid of her.
Well, see, anybody seen you've seen the Power Rangers trailer, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, anybody seen the Power Rangers movie?
Mm-hmm. I did.
Because a lot of the shit that happened in the trailer didn't happen in the movie, or did not happen in the context of the movie.
When they morphed, I don't think I remember him seeing the Red Ranger morph.
I think he in the movie? He did at the very, very end, I believe. But
that one specific scene that was in the trailer when he's all looking at it like, holy shit. And he was morphing?
Very end. Very, very, fucking end. Yeah, there was a lot of shit that went on with Billy. And there was a lot of shit that, a lot of people didn't... The trailer did not let anybody know anything of Billy's situation. Billy was autistic. He was completely, like, off to one side on the spectrum.
Yeah.
And he was actually the first one to morph.
He was, yeah.
He was the first one to morph.
Because the Asian guy and the other guy were about to fight.
We're fighting and carrying on, yeah. And his visceral reaction to, guys, stop it. I don't want this. Boom. He fucking, yeah. but Billy was on the opposite end of the spectrum is basically what it was. And so it was a whole different scenario. When you look at the trailer, it's like, oh yeah, this and that. But somebody's talking and
No, it's sorry about that.
I mean,
good. Go ahead.
Even going back to what saying before, like even the thing with reacting to trailers, like the thing is, the reason why I hate trailer reactors, all of them, is because they so full of shit. Like I don't even watch trailers. Here's the thing: I watch trailers one time. The only trailer I feel like I have really been doing it, watching it repeat, is Thor Ragnarok trailer. I love that fucking trailer. I feel like that trailer. That movie
which one?
Awesome.
Which one? Thor Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok movie, like that trailer.
Ragnarok.
Awesome. Yeah, Thor Ragnarok. Yeah.
Huh. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, like I watched that. I watched that trailer. I sincerely watched that trailer and thoroughly enjoyed it for what it was. I'm like, okay, I can kind of understand it. But when I see people react to the trailer, they be like, oh my God, I'm reacting so and so. Even when people aren't reacting music videos or music or songs, or audio being played, like shut the fuck up already, dude. I don't care about you. I don't care about you reacting to this trailer. Cause the reason why I don't get hyped for trailers no more is after Batman vs Superman, that movie 30 pissed me the fuck off. I fucking hated it and despised it.
I heard it was bad. I didn't see it. I heard it was bad.
Like watching those trailers, that shit fooled me. And ever since that day, I said, you know, if I'm gonna watch the trailer, I'm gonna watch it one time and one time only, and then whatever leader I watch it when it hit the theaters. Yeah. But I feel like the reason why I feel it's kind of like I look at not just YouTube gaming in general. I look at the reaction culture. Like everything is about now. Like I gotta be part of the fucking pop culture discussion. Like, dude, it's like back in the day. I talk about like I respect. You know, one thing I can kind of say about the old X-Men, Blade, Spider-Man movies. You know what? I have a newfound respect for comic book movies back in the day, like the original X-Men movie, the original Spider-Man, the original Blade. Like I can respect the movies now because why? Because back in the day, it was not popular to become. It was not. We didn't have that reaction and shit where everybody was reacting to a trailer. It just you saw the trailer one time, and then
back then the comic book industry wasn't at the state it is now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was still a thing, but it wasn't as much of a thing. And I mean, to be honest with you, me on my point, on my point of view, I never was ever really into American superheroes at all, whether it be DC or Marvel. And it didn't even take me until 2001, 2002 to even get into anime. And I mean, I had a couple of Voltron comic books somebody gave me back in like '92, and I just took it for what it was. But yeah, I mean, me myself, I've never really been into any of that stuff, so I can't really have too much of a comment on that. But
yeah, but I'm saying, like, you know, going back to what I was saying before, like I'm not a fan of this new age hippie shit. Like I feel like it's a lot of fucking. Like here's the thing, I fucking hate Star Wars. I'm not a fan of Star Wars, but I can't stand the new shit. No, I can't. I'm just burned out on this whole culture, pop culture, like everything.
I like the old shit. I like the original 3 movies after the prequels of the 6 of the what the fuck it was 4, 5, and 6, the dumb shit they are what goddamn whatever the new ones that came out in 2001 whatever the
prequels.
Yeah, the prequels. After the prequels, after episode 3, I had a newfound respect for 4, 5, and 6 that came out in the 70s and early 80s. But after that, yeah, I mean, I watched the fucking Force Awakens, like, oh my god, fucking really? And somebody at work was like, oh yeah, the new one, Rogue One, was a whole lot better. And well, I have to see it to believe it, but whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, that the whole shit in the Force Awakens, it was, yeah, Rey was such a Mary Sue character, like, she already had all this shit, and you know, Luke actually had to fucking work for 3 goddamn movies to even get anywhere near what she was getting. Like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, I mean, but like I'm saying before, like I respect. Here's the thing to me, I like to look back. I look back on shit now, and people talk shit about the original Fantastic Four. Even those movies was bad. I can respect them for what they were. They came out during a time period where everything was not about franchise building. Like everything was not
Yeah,
trying to.
yeah, it was early. It was early.
It was so early.
I remember that. What 2004, 2005?
Yeah, it was 04. It was 04.
04. Okay, yeah, it was real. I know it was real early around that time. Yeah.
And I have respect for him because here's the problem I have with new age comic book. You know, people who I'm putting up quotations here. Who pretend they love comic book movies back in the day. Comic book movies back in the day was not something they did not sell like they sell nowadays. And the problem I have with this generation is like the problem is I'm with you. I agree with you, sis, with this one. With this one, it's like people talk shit about the prequels. Okay, I don't know much about Star Wars. I know about Darth Vader, Darth Maul, and Luke Skywalkers and Han Solo. I know about those characters because they just, people mention those names all the time. But when I was talking about, people talk shit about the prequels, and I feel like, my thing is I have a newfound respect for the prequels because I ended up watching all the movies, like the previous 6 movies, but I refused to watch episode 7 again. I fucking hated that movie, but.
I saw episode 1 in theaters right when it came out, and to be honest with you, it was one of the first Star Wars I ever saw from beginning to end. And it was like, okay, this is all right. I didn't get what exactly was going on, but after watching that movie, I decided to go back and watch the other ones. And it was like, man, what the fuck is going on here? Like, oh, okay, I'm starting to piece 2 and 2 together of, who Anakin really was and this and that. But, I mean, I really never was even a fan of like I said, the comic book movies back in, when they first started. I really thought it was just kind of a rehashing. But I understand what you're saying is that they were treading new ground. A lot of people give me shit because I like of course Batman.
Yeah.
I like the old Tim Burton Batman, Batman Returns, Batman Forever. I like those. I haven't even seen The Dark Knight Awakens, whatever. I've never seen any of those movies. I like the old Tim Burton movies. Something about that really I really like.
I think I know what you're going with, because Tim Burton has that. He has that dark gothic style.
I love that, and I don't know what it is. I don't know. Like I said, I love Batman. Out of all the American comic book characters, I love Batman the most. That's the only one I really give a damn about. But I've loved all the Tim Burton movies. Really, Edward Scissorhands, A Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't know what it is with me. I love that dark, kind of industrial, dark feel. I really don't know. It's something visceral inside of me.
Yeah. I mean, but like I said before, like I have a newfound respect for Batman 1989, the original Fantastic movies. I respect them because one, they came out during even the original Superman movies. I respect them because they came out during a time period where it was not everything about franchise proof, where studios actually cared about making good movies. Nowadays, you hear movies all the time. You hear studios all the time. Oh, this is going to be what you call it? Oh, this movie leads up. This movie leads up to the next movie. I'm like, yo, how about fuck? It's like I look at the DCEU, Warner Brothers new movie, like the DCEU with Justice League, right? They got Wonder Woman and Justice League coming out this year, and they just added, and this shit thoroughly pissed me the fuck off. They just added Gotham City Sirens. They just added a Batgirl movie, a Nightwing movie. I'm like, you better can get Batman off the ground. What make you think you gonna fucking get a Batgirl movie off the ground? Like, this is my problem with movies nowadays. Like, even studios nowadays, like they like with Disney buying Star Wars. Like Disney brought Star Wars.
Lucas Films and all that. Yeah.
Disney brought Star Wars, and they didn't buy it because it can tell better stories. They told it they brought it so it can make more money out of it. And that's my problem.
Yeah. They knew it was already an established franchise, of course.
Yeah. So it's like, my thing is, I don't get invested into these movies anymore because they're gonna reboot them every year, or they're just gonna try. They're gonna find unique. They're gonna try to find a different way to rehash them. The same old shitty ass product that was already out. I'm like, man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sick and tired of that shit, man. And to me, I can't support it, man. It's one of those things where if I could just build a time machine and just go back and say, you know what studios gave a fuck. Like, here's the thing: comic book movies back in the day, we had some bad comic book movies. Spider-Man 3, some of the Fantastic Four movies. Yes, you know what I'm saying. There were bad movies. I will give you that. But despite those movies being bad, I feel like I can respect them because they was crossing the new territory. They was entering the new territory.
I've heard that a lot about the earlier Transformer movies too.
Yeah.
Was that it was kind of all right, and whatever. I like I said, I never really got into any of that. Even when the original, I mean, like from like 2000 something, when the X-Men movie came out, I really didn't. I was never into all that to begin with. So you're kind of treading on something. And I'm sorry, Renee's, if I cut you off a little bit there. I kind of felt like I did cut you off. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I really didn't mean to cut you off or anything.
No worries.
But yeah, I never really got into any of the superhero movies to begin with. I understand what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, it's always some of the early stuff that's always the better because it's treading new ground. But yeah, you kind of got me a little lost because even when like the original X-Men came out, 2002, something like that.
2000.
Yeah, I never paid attention to that even then. So yeah, you got me a little bit lost on that.
Yeah.
But I can understand. Yeah, even back then, I can understand the ground they were treading on was new shit. I mean, they already kind of started with the original Batman movies, or the Tim Burton Batman movies, and I did a few more Blade. I think it was, or not Blade, but Spawn. I did a few of those too, and everything back in the day. But yeah, they keep rehashing, and like with the Ninja Turtles, the only reason why I can't watch the new Ninja Turtles movie anymore is because they keep fucking with the origin story. And I've even told my cousin this. He's like, oh, well, it wasn't too bad. I mean, yeah, I liked it too, and they fucked it up. But I was like, no, I can't watch it because they keep fucking with the origin story. Even the Power Rangers movie, the new Power Rangers movie, they fucked with the origin story. I was like, you can't really do that. I mean, I will admit that the Power Rangers movie, they didn't do too bad of a job. There was still some fucked up shit in there. But, I mean, for what it's worth, they could have done a whole hell of a lot worse. And it really wasn't that bad for what it was.
Yeah.
It really wasn't that bad. The trailer didn't do it any justice. You got to see the movie to really figure out what was going on.
About to go to bed. You guys wanna have any closing thoughts before we close this thing out?
Oh shit! Yeah, we did. Did we get off topic and?
I took my medicine kicking in. It's kicking right the fuck in, man.
Oh fuck. Yeah. Well, I mean, the only thing I gotta say is I subscribed to you. I didn't before. I don't know why I didn't, but I have now. So keep tabs on you and everything. Keep tabs on me, no problem. So yeah, I'm always here. I'm usually working, but I'll get back to you eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really appreciate the real world. Just the natural vibe that you get. No filter.
Oh yeah, man, for real.
Thank you. Anybody else? I'm
with you. I mean, they ain't gotta worry about none of that.
Hopefully, I'm around for Sunday's podcast.
Don't subscribe. Like you said everybody call him Don, whatever. Yeah, he seems like cool people too. So yeah, ain't a big deal there. It's probably getting a little late where he's at. It's probably like 3:10 where he's at in the morning. He probably done fell asleep on us.
Yeah.
But